Hell yeah, but I'm gonna eat it for breakfast.
Don't want none.
Hold it down.
You
Hold on.
don't gotta tell me where.
Yo, Nets fans is the best fans. Y'all already know, man. I wanted to win this game. We ain't win it. It's all good, you know what I'm saying? But we gonna talk about it.
BROOKLYN, BROOKLYN, Back in the day, J Kid was the man, boy. Put the team on his back like a Jansport. D-Lo with the dribble drive handoff, pick and roll, full contact. This is a man sport. County and Kings, really the Kingsborough. You know Crown Heights, so you know that sound right. Brooklyn Bridges, Z-Dub defenders. The Brooklyn Block Party claps and double digits. Got the Barclays clicking, the whole block is with it. Left a lot on the table, now we coming to get it. The shook one's gone, we too Brooklyn strong. Can't stop, won't stop from the Brooklyn block. BROOKLYN, 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 BROOK. We well. Okay, we well. Okay, we well. Okay, we well. BROOKLYN.
That hit. Cam Thomas.
Just give me the ball, I'm fitting the score next. My J is all net, me and Jay is just all next. Getting back on defense, hit him with strong flex. I'm official like a ref, trying not to get attacked. And we go hard on Brooklyn, that's a promise. Watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Make sure watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Switch, they can't guard me, especially side the Barclays. Spin between crosses, I can score with both hands. Midi flawless, and I get to paint like an artist. I'm a boss smith, so you should respect my handle. I see the big picture with the Nets like a mantle. In the future, I see us as champs too. And when we do, I'ma do a Brooklyn dance move. The sturdy or Millie rock like a fan do. And that's a bet like my parlay on FanDuel.
BROOKLYN, BROOKLYN,
When you establish a culture, that's what you do every day. That creates one thing that is your identity. Alright, that's how you are seen by other people. If you work really hard and get 1% better every day, you're a competitive group. That means that you fight.
Oh, what a move by Sharp, counted a foul.
BROOKLYN, BROOKLYN, Back in the day, J Kid was the man, boy. Put the team on his back like a Jansport. D-Lo with the dribble drive handoff, pick and roll, full contact. This is a man sport. County and Kings, really the Kingsborough. You know Crown Heights, so you know that sound right. Brooklyn Bridges, Z-Dub defenders. The Brooklyn Block Party claps and double digits. Got the Barclays clicking, the whole block is with it. Left a lot on the table, now we coming to get it. The shook one's gone, we too Brooklyn strong. Can't stop, won't stop from the Brooklyn block. BROOKLYN, 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 BROOK. We well. Okay, we well. Okay, we well. Okay, we well. BROOKLYN.
That hit. Cam Thomas.
Just give me the ball, I'm fitting the score next. My J is all net, me and Jay is just all next. Getting back on defense, hit him with strong flex. I'm official like a ref, trying not to get attacked. And we go hard on Brooklyn. Brooklyn, that's a promise. Watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Miss you, watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Switch, they can't guard me, especially side the Barclays. Spin tween crosses, I can score with both hands. Midi flawless, and I get to paint like an artist. I'm a boss smith, so you should respect my handle. I see the big picture with the Nets like a mantle. In the future, I see us as champs too. And when we do, I'ma do a Brooklyn dance move. Disturb that, or Millie rock like a fan do. And that's a bet like my parlay on FanDuel.
BROOKLYN. BROOKLYN.
When you establish a culture, that's what you do every day. That creates one thing that is your identity. Alright, that's how you are seen by other people. If you work really hard and get 1% better every day, you're a competitive group. That means that you fight.
Oh, what a move by Sharp, counted a foul.
Yo, Nets fans, the best fans. Yo, Notorious, what's the word, bro?
What's good, man?
Yeah, I can't lie to you. I missed the first two quarters. You gotta bring me up to speed. I seen the box score. I was listening to it. I was watching some of it, and yeah, just talk to us, man. I could tell you what I seen though. Talk to us, bro.
Okay, so the first half, the Nets played great, man. They jumped on them early. We got a big lead. The thing is, they let Golden State get back into the game because they gave up too many easy baskets in the paint, man. It was a lot of mental lapses and breakdowns on defense, and it allowed uh, Golden State to get back into the game. We got a big lead on them, and then it just evaporated it. And then I think like they went into the half up a couple points. Our lift seemed to bother Curry in the first half, but the Warriors adjusted in the second. The Warriors have good ball movement, man, and they move well off the ball in general. But a lot of that is because teams are trying to double and run Curry off the 3-point line. You know what I mean? And they just be having the ball popping. Sometimes that gets them easy baskets. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I just thought the game was one-sided when it came to officiating in the favor of the Warriors. I mean, but are we surprised? I mean, it is what it is, man. The
So
Nets.
what about Egor 7 threes breaking a record? What?
Oh yeah, Egor played excellent tonight. So Egor played good tonight. He shot the ball, three ball excellent. He showed grit. He showed a little bit of dog. The thing about Egor is it seems like when he gets pressured, um, he makes stupid mistakes, like with the ball as far as passing and just giving up on his dribble. So I know he's still young. Y'all don't kill me. This is just something that I'm evaluating. He'll get better with that. But yeah, he gets flustered a little bit when he gets pressured and he starts making dumb mistakes and stupid passes and stuff like that and giving the ball up. But besides that, he played well though. He played solid. He had 7 threes, 23 points, played 32 minutes. Solid. This is one of the best games he played as a net.
Yeah, I feel like Egor ball handling is something that's second as far as priority is concerned to his player development. I think they prioritize his shooting first.
Hmm.
But I ain't gonna lie, I thought it was just a bad look from getting ripped at half court and then they scoring and dunking like damn.
Right, exactly. So
You know
luckily,
what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
the Warriors had a lot. They had the advantage in the paint in this game, but luckily we shot the three ball well, so that kind of kept us in the game. You know what I mean? Because we were shooting the three ball so well. I'm gonna tell you this, Breeze. The scouting report was definitely out on Cam Thomas because Cam Thomas couldn't go anywhere without seeing a double. Soon as he touched the ball, it was like boom. It was like a dude, like
Yeah,
one of the
I seen
defenders.
some of that too. They were trying to
Yeah,
neutralize Cam Thomas for real.
yeah, they was not trying to. So all you fans out there talking shit about Cam about oh yeah look see he played good in the Minnesota game but see look he done listen man he had a bad game man the dude is it is making teams double him. It's not an easy feat. I seen one dude talk about Buddy Hill locked down Cam Thomas. I'm like Buddy Hill ain't locked down Cam. They doubled him the whole fucking night. What are you talking about? Like, he didn't have a good game. It is what it is. They game plan for Cam for sure. Um, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I see the 5 for 12. He shot at a but again, 5 for 12 is just shy of 50%. Let's not exaggerate his game. He was 1 for 3, 33% at the line. But for the most part, I think they did slow Cam Thomas down. But that being said, he's not going to always heat up like that. You got Yegor, he's 7 for 7,
mm-hmm.
7 for 17 from the field, 7 for 14 from the 3 point line. Again, like I said, if you're gonna shoot 50% at the 3 point line, I ain't mad at you, bro. Like keep doing that.
Right.
You know what I'm
So,
saying? Yeah,
what
yeah.
I was about to say. Oh, so this was a big factor in the game too. Is our bench points? We couldn't get no productivity from our bench, man. And I think a lot of that was because of Cam. You know, Cam was pretty much carrying the bench last game, and this game we was just like nobody
But
off the bench could score.
what about
So,
Nolan Triore? He had
oh
nine. He
yeah,
had 9 and 15,
he
three
had
for
a solid.
four at the 3 point line.
Yeah, for sure. Nolan Trayor had a solid game, but I'm talking about collectively as a group. Like they couldn't, you know what I mean? They couldn't keep up with the scoring and stuff like that. So, I mean, it is what it is. It was a decent little game. The Nets fought, you know what I mean? They fought. You know what I mean? I think a little bit of them losing was because of the whistle. I mean, unfair officiating. And some of it was because man, Cam Thomas got neutralized, bro. Um, but it is what it is. Curry special. Curry had a special night too. Like, you know, he started hitting his shots in the third. I mean, in the second half and getting
Yeah,
N ones and all of
I
the shit.
seen mix. I
Shooting
seen
threes.
a mix clacks up one play. I said, "Damn, man."
Yeah. So I mean, they fought
So,
though, man. They
but
fought. This
to
this
your
a good game.
point, the free throw disparity was the yeah, nah, to your point though, the free throw disparity was 11. You know, the Warriors took 34 free throws. We took 23 free throws.
Bro,
Yeah, that's definitely
they was calling some bullshit on Clowney. And they called some bullshit on Yegor too. So you telling me Yegor's not allowed to dive for the ball? You call a foul on
right.
him because he almost rips Curry now. This is when he almost ripped Curry. Then he tried to dive to get the ball. They call a foul on Yegor. Talking about he was trying to take Curry's legs out when he was nowhere near Curry. Like legs. Like, what are you talking about? Curry jumped late towards the ball. They're both going for the ball. He almost ripped them. Like, where's the
Right.
foul? Like, it was
Right.
just the disparity in the calls was just some bullshit. But as a Nets fan, you just used to the shit, you know?
Nah, I mean, let's call it what it is. We lost by 13. They took 11 more free throws than us. That's almost the game right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't appreciate a couple of things that was classless to me. I didn't appreciate Jimmy Butler calling Danny Wolf white boy. Like every time he was
What?
scored. Yeah, he was calling him, go look it up. I thought that was classless. Come on, Jimmy,
Yeah.
bro.
Why we what was that got to do with anything?
I don't know. Jimmy just being Jimmy, and then Draymond told Mr. Whammy to sit his old ass down when he was at the free
Oh,
throw line.
word? They was disrespectful like that?
Yes, yes, bro.
Not
Like,
Mr. Whammy.
yes, he tried
Oh
to sit
nah, bro. Oh nah, they on some nah. What type of time they on? They on it like that?
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
all
But
right. He gonna be
Draymond,
talking shit on his podcast too. I'm a super chat his podcast. Like, yo, you know you ain't right for that shit, man.
he
I ain't
tried to
giving him
put.
my Brooklyn Nets money. I mean my net fan hard earned money. Hell no, I ain't giving him no super chat.
Yeah, he tried to play it off, talk about, oh, it was just all in fun. He was having fun, but I just didn't appreciate it. I thought that was a little bit too much. Everybody know what Mr. Whammy do, man. He's an older gentleman. He ain't out there. He didn't need to be cursed at. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion, but.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, man. That's a
But that's all.
violation.
That's all I got. I'll let the rest of the guys, hop in and fall back and listen to y'all.
Oh, all right, all right. Shout to Notorious. He a memo on the page. Shout to Maria Signal Moore, Jelly Old Marcus, Nets DNA, Beeman Boy, Coney Jean Philippe, GIHF _ Carter, Brooker LM, Mr. Seahorse, and J Noel 24. Shout to Big Priest and everything Brooklyn Nets John on the panel. I see the chat. We're gonna get to the chat. I see y'all W chat. Big Priest, talk to us, man. What you seen out there tonight? Anything impress you? Highs, lows? Talk to us, bro.
Go to John because my signal going in and out. I'm on the road.
Okay. Shout out to Big Priest tuning in on the road, you know what I'm saying? Everything Brooklyn Nets John on the panel. Talk to us. I see you on X hyping Egor. Let's start with Egor, man. How you feel about Egor performance tonight? John, you there, John? Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Breeze, can you hear me?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
I
hear
hear
you,
you now.
John.
We hear you. Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, you good
Yeah,
now.
listen, Diego, man, great performance. I mean, 7 threes, a rookie record. I talked about this a few weeks ago. I want these rookies to break records, man, break some new ground, change the narrative on homegrown prospects the last 10 years. And Egor, like, he was so confident from three tonight. I know he still needs a lot of work on the defensive end and dribbling, like Joey's talking about, but confidence-wise, Egor keeps getting better in different areas of that. And from the three, he's putting so much work on that. And tonight he was shooting with full confidence from three. So good for him to earn that for himself, and hopefully he keeps getting better. That was good. MPJ, ridiculous tonight. I mean, so many different circus shots, mid-range, three-pointer, a dunk. What he's able to do after those 3 back surgeries and the special brace he wears, I don't know if many people in his situation could pull off crazy shots like that, but he seems to be under control when he does it, and it was another big game for him. But Joey made valid points. You know, the bench, as good as it was the last game, this game, complete opposite. Only 27 points. Nolan and Cam, only 2 assists between them. I felt like they weren't really divvying up the responsibilities together because the Warriors, like Joey said, game planned really well against them, but it just seemed like Nolan and Cam weren't initiating the second unit much. It was like Cam gets a few shots off here, Nolan tries to shoot off a three, and nobody off the bench was playing with continuity that we saw the previous game. So that was definitely a switch up there and something that Jordy's going to have to look at with bench minutes going forward. And the Danny Wolf thing, I think we all kind of know the last 2 games has been a little of a slump. This is an interesting thing. 10 games ago when he was on the bench, he was leading the charge in the second unit, running offense. Now with Cam and Nolan, Wolf's now kind of like a 4 next to Dayron, where he's scoring a little bit, but you're not seeing Danny Wolf play his best because he's now getting exposed on the defensive side. The Warriors played a lot of small ball tonight, just running around Danny Wolf, going against them, and you just saw Danny Wolf not be impactful. And you know, the thing is, we have Cam and Nolan who both like to create shots themselves. Wolf's kind of taking a back seat, and he's not really doing his strengths because his weaknesses are getting exposed. So, yeah, I think the bench definitely needs some reworking because Wolf should be able to be more impactful than he is right now. And he does have to work on the defense, but I'm just seeing a lot of difference without Wolf, you know, running as a point center. He's a point center. He's not a forward. This forward experiment, not really doing well for Wolf. If they can find a way to get him to be a point center again, you'll see Danny Wolf kind of do what he started doing when he got called up again. So, yeah, I hope that's something they work out on. But, yeah, disappointing to see the end. The Draymond thing, like Joey said, classless. Like seriously, to sit your old ass down and say something like that to a guy, like, what's the phrase, Breeze, that Joey says? Win, lose, draw, we here? That's Mr. Whammy, man. One of the most loyal Brooklyn Nets
Right.
fans I've ever seen. Every game, no matter it's a win, loss, he always shows up with the energy, the heart, the spirit. That's like what Brooklyn Nets grit's all about. That's what true Brooklyn Nets hope's all about. And for Draymond to step on that, disparaging. But to see us not, you know, have a little jolt in us to at least finish the game a lot closer than it should have been, that just confirmed to me why the draft next year is so important. Because as much as we have some good pieces to work with right now, this isn't the final product. And if one of your own gets respected like that, you want to see some type of jolt, some type of energy, and just to see it be so dead at the end of that game, that definitely felt that. And I think for the Brooklyn Nets, they've done some good things this past month. But this next month, let's do some business. We kind of know who we might want to keep, we might want to let go, but it's about bettering the future, giving us a sustainable window. So things like that, Mr. Whammy, don't ever happen because Brooklyn Nets always represent no matter what. And that was definitely a disappointing ending. But there's a lot of good things to feel good about. Diego is getting better. The rookies are showing different things here or there. The future is bright. It's just how we're going to get to being a legit team. That's what we got to figure out the next few months. But shout out to the Nets no matter what, man. Shout out to you guys.
I appreciate you, John. Shout out to Easy on the panel with us. Talk to us, Easy. How you feel about tonight's game?
Uh, Yo, first and foremost, what's the word, y'all? Yo, Brooklyn, what's going on, yo?
What up, Easy?
Yo,
Chilling.
Easy.
I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't watched the game, but I came in to listen to y'all talk about to chop it up about shit. But I got a question. Well, not even a question, more of like a statement. Here to talk to you, Breeze. Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. This nigga took 16 shots and 14 of them was threes. Now I ain't see the game to see how it went. But I'm just saying, my nigga, like with a game like tonight, bro, and then you talking about he set a rookie record. I'm telling you right now, with a game like tonight, if you want to see him like attacking the paint and doing all the shit inside the paint and shit like that, and I agree, cause you're a 6'9" nigga, like you can handle the rock, you could do a lot. But nigga, with a game like tonight, my nigga, I think you only gonna see that type of shit next year, my nigga. This nigga is determined to be a 3-point shooter, bro. This shit is crazy, bro. You took 16 shots and 14 of them was threes. Somebody gotta tell me how the game was going, bro. Why you 6'9", dog? But I mean,
That's what I'm saying. No, I agree with you, Easy. I feel like with him being 6'9", he would have more paint touches, more assists. He got 3 assists. A lot of fans don't critique him not having assists. It's just like, oh, focus on his 3 ball. My thing is, okay, if that you gonna prioritize him shooting over his playmaking, okay, but y'all said something different in the beginning of the season. At least acknowledge that. At least acknowledge the fact that y'all say y'all want a point guard that's gonna facilitate. We got the point guard, got a big point guard, but he's more of a shooter than a facilitator. Easy. How you feel about a point guard in the modern NBA being a shooter like Egor? We've seen this before. Like Diego is kind of a new big guard doing that, right?
I mean, I wouldn't say like a new, but
Who's his height at point guard taking shooting from 3 like that?
Luca comes up to mind.
Luca? That's damn.
But
Okay.
not like, but Luca is a different type of beast. He's shooting off the dribble and shit like that. Shit like that. Egor catch and shoot shit like that.
Keegan Murray.
But he not a guard. He a forward.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. He plays like I don't know what he is.
Some people use Klay Thompson on the 3-point spectrum of it, which I can see a little bit, but I'm not going there fully. Some people
But
throwing
he
that
nowhere
around.
near the shoot as Clay though. So that's like,
No, I know, but they just talk about from the 3-point range because that's what his bread and butter is right now. But I agree with you, Ease, that there is more he has to show, but it's
Yo, yeah.
that was me or that.
No,
Oh,
he
so
was
okay.
talking to you. He was
You-
waiting for you to respond, I guess.
No, oh shit, John, you cut out just now. You cut out just now. You might have to repeat what you saying because you might be talking right now. We can't hear you. You cut out, but real quick, when you come back, your shit going crazy. But yo, like I'm not here trying to shit on the thing, but you know what I'm saying. To be honest, like that's what I'm really focused on. Like y'all could chop it up about everything else. I want to hear about it all, but that right there is what I'm focused on. Like I said, bro. To me, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen next season, in the draft and all that. I don't know what's going to happen. You feel me? I'm looking at shit from right now. Right now, to me, that nigga is the key. But for some reason, for whatever reason, this nigga is a 3-point shooter. No lie. Y'all niggas did not lie. This nigga is 3-gore, boy. What the fuck is going on? Yo, listen. In my
7 for
mind,
14 is 50%. Yo, I can't even hold you.
Yo, Ease, can you hear me now?
yeah, you hot now, John. Go ahead,
Yeah,
John.
I was just saying, listen, I get Egor to show a lot more, but from a confidence standpoint, a lot better than we saw beginning of the year. He was scared to do a lot of different things. Today, he dove for a loose ball against Curry. He wasn't doing that beginning of the season. I get it. Physicality, once he gets that figured out, he'll do more than just shoot threes because you think about it, if he could shoot threes like that, imagine them having to now defend him. He's a few more pounds stronger. He can now go in the interior and drive. I agree with you. Like, there's a different level he can go to, but for right now, from a confidence standpoint, I like what I'm seeing, but I agree it can be much better. But he's definitely taking strides on the confidence side of things,
But
with the
John,
scoring at least.
but my thing is though, at this point in the season, I thought the physicality would have came out already. Like I really thought the physicality would have came. I know you skinny and low, but I thought it would have came out already.
No,
I
I
mean, the
agree.
confidence is rising, and you feeling more confident. But there's certain things I'm looking for, like to me, and I know this might be a little stretch, but he could do some things I'm looking at Jalen Johnson that he doing. I feel like he could do the same things. Like I feel like he could be a transition beast. I feel like he could just easily get 2 feet into the paint sometimes.
Right, but you remember with Noah Clowney 3 years ago, like he was doing the same thing. Yeah, he was doing shooting a lot of threes, but about now he's 234, finally showing that for Egor it might take a year or two more, but if he keeps the confidence going and he gets physically stronger, then we're going to see him catch what Clown is doing. It's just going to be a process. Like we all wish these guys could just have strong bodies right away, but that's what strength and conditioning is for. And the good thing Jordy's known about is getting these guys in the best condition possible. So I don't think that'll be a problem long term with Yegor. But it's good that at least Yegor knows the weaknesses. Like we don't have to tell him what they are. He knows them. At least tonight, though, he let his offensive 3-point game speak for itself, and that should be commended at least, you know. But I agree
Okay,
with what you're saying too.
but just to pass the rock real quick, yo, real quick, my nigga the ruler in the chat fucking cooking on some shit. I hear you, bro. I don't know why the fuck you in the chat. You don't try to pull up, my nigga. Y'all people welcome up here, bro. Want to hear y'all, bro. New faces, new voices is always welcome, bro. But I'm gonna pass the rock to my nigga the franchise, bro. You could go ahead, bro.
Yo, it was good, easy. It was good, y'all.
Yo,
Yeah, what up, Jamal?
Ain't shit. Uh, I I I like the game. I feel like Jody at the end, he could have put Cam Thomas in instead of Man, especially since he needed scoring. I feel like he should have just went all out because a lot of the shots that man was taking, I feel like CT should have probably took.
Jamal, I think they got him on a 20-minute restriction
Yeah, I
because
know he should have saved them for the end though, because he
okay,
he 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 is off the he got a minute restriction. It definitely does. But Michael I'm gonna call MPJ. He disappeared in the fourth. I don't know what it was. He just wasn't. He didn't get the ball enough. And it looked like he wasn't even trying to get the ball to me. So I don't know. Maybe y'all got to go back and just watch the fourth quarter and see how he kind of moved because it really looked like he wasn't really trying to. He like certain plays he looked like he was trying to get to the ball, but then a lot of plays it looked like he was just I'll just fall back and let y'all do what y'all do. So I don't know.
yeah,
Like
no, I'm listen, yo, I'm
isn't
with
that a
you,
good thing?
Jamal, but
not in the fourth, not when he was down. Like that's when you supposed to take control. Like fuck it, I'd rather live and die by. But like if I'm the star, I'd rather just I'll take those shots. It is what it is.
But
If
ain't
we
that
gonna
like
die
good?
by it, we gonna die by it.
But Jamal, ain't that like good practice for even the rookies? Like you looking for like how you saying you looking for MPJ to take control of the moment, but you like nah, this y'all
Yeah, I
moment
know he was
tonight
letting
for
them
y'all.
get control, but I wanted that win. I ain't gonna lie to you, easy. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna
Nah, I
lie
hear
to
you.
you.
I hear
But
you. I hear
Jamal,
you.
I wanted
MPJ did a lot tonight. The bench was the hugest letdown. 27 bench points to how made the Warriors drop 50, 60. Like the bench, they just weren't finding anything tonight. So like
no,
MPJ
he was
Cannon was
definitely
winning them
doing it.
all.
He was definitely doing it, John. I was just saying in the fourth quarter, that's when it really
Yeah.
mattered because
No, yeah.
you was down by what maybe at that time I think 8 at
Hmm.
that time. You could have made a push. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
like Easy said, like maybe he just did put it on the rookies and let them figure it out.
You know what people are saying? They're saying Terrence Mann shouldn't even play in the fourth quarter. Like, listen, I know Terrence Mann has done some defensive things the last few games, but his stat numbers are so bad. It's like you have young players on your team that can give you so much more energy and stuff, but the only reason Mann starts is because he can dribble a ball up the court. And it's like,
Yeah,
I'm ready to be done with that, man. Like, we know he could do that, but he's not the future of this team. And it's like he's holding a spot that these other young guys are hungry for. And Terrence Mann just gives you what he can give you. And it's like, that's not really going to help build the future. So when he gets traded, it's going to open up a lane for these young guys to get bigger opportunities. And I just feel like Man is holding that up right now because he's not really contributing like I think Jordy hoped he would. But we all knew who
mhm.
Terrence Mann was coming into this, you know?
I'm
So,
not
yeah.
gonna
Let
lie
me
to you.
let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all feel like they switched too much in the fourth?
Mm,
I mean,
Because
that's the
a lot of the
defense's now though.
plays, but like a lot of the plays when they were switching on to Jimmy, I was like, you didn't have to switch. Like it was no reason to switch. Like it wasn't
Well,
like they was
Jamal,
fighting over the screen or anything. You was like just switching.
But Jamal, you gotta realize in today NBA, like what we doing like right now, like more times than not, like if you getting hit with a screen, especially with a team that's shooting, you
Mhm.
making the switch. You not you would like sometimes a guy to like fight over a screen or not give up the switch, but like more time you're switching now in this NBA. You're not just leaving the guy empty.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he was killing Danny. That's why I was like, it was one play where he had I think he had Drake Powell on him or man on him, and it was like a switch coming. We saw the switch coming, and then he didn't have to switch. He just
Yeah.
ended up switching onto him, and I'm like, why would you do that? Like he
They
been
they
cooking you this whole time.
Yeah, they exposed Danny Wolf's weakness tonight, and that's why he can't be a forward. You saw what Jimmy did, because Jimmy's a stronger power forward than Wolf is, and it's like you're setting Wolf up for failure, having him be a four, and they were taking full advantage tonight against him. He should be guarding bigs only, not guarding guys that are playing small ball against him and just like running circles around him. Like that needs
But
to
then
change from Jordy. I get it. You have day running clocks right now, but Wolf is better running things on the offensive side than just being there and they're just going up against them and swatting them. Like I feel
but
like
that
they got to
doesn't
fix that for
matter.
Danny Wolf because now he's getting the criticism. And it's like you're putting him in a bad spot to begin with. So how is he going to adjust on the fly when they already know
That
how to
doesn't
attack
matter
him?
if can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah,
you now.
you
Please.
have priest.
Yeah,
All right. That doesn't matter because if he's on the floor, the way the Warriors run the offense is they're gonna find the matchup they want for him to guard, whether it be Curry or Jimmy or whatever. So it doesn't matter. He can start out on them or start out on somebody else, but they're gonna find that matchup. That's what the
Still
Knicks
gonna
do
get
with
that switch
Brunson. They're gonna get who they want on who they want.
in the
So
action.
I
Hmm.
think is more is more for him to and it's gonna take time. I think he's just gonna have to improve in that area, right? He gonna have
right,
to improve on some of them switches. And I think he'll get better.
Hmm.
But they're gonna seek him out. They do that with Trey Young in Atlanta. They do that with everybody. They find the matchup
Exactly,
they want and they attack that matchup.
and they exploit
It
it. Yep.
no, I
yeah.
agree. Yeah, and
So it don't
Powell,
matter if he's playing the five, they just gonna bring the five up to get the switch.
And that might
So
be
it
even
don't
worse.
matter. Yeah. So it don't matter, you know, that you gotta give up something. And I think when somebody said about Terrence Mann, I think because Curry was so hot, that's why they kept Terrence Mann in the game. Because they didn't want to put in Cam and have less defense.
Yep.
Because Cam
Hmm.
wasn't as hot as he was the last game. So
yeah,
they didn't feel like the trade off was worth it because we was getting. I mean, you can't have just all them bad mismatches out there. And I definitely agree with Joy said about the refereeing, which is horrendous, absolutely horrendous,
yeah.
right? Because we don't know how that affected Clowney. Clowney had 4 fouls, he couldn't get into a rhythm. He had 3 fouls, he couldn't get into a rhythm. All them
Right.
guys getting in foul trouble like that, they couldn't get into a rhythm. So that affects the game too. It ain't always about the free throws. The foul trouble, it hurts your team too because guys can't get into a rhythm. They got to come out the game. I would have
Right.
liked to see Zaire get some run in that situation though, with Connie in foul trouble. But I mean,
Spe-
Is what it is.
Speaking of Zaire, he might literally be on the trade block, which is astounding because he was Jordy's first real success project. But it seems like this year the trust has been lost since he benched him. It's like I thought Zaire gave
Hold
us
on,
some
y'all.
good
Let me.
defense performances
Sorry,
this
I don't
year,
mean to
so
cut.
that's
I
a
don't want to
problem.
cut you off, John. I just wanted to reply
Mhm.
to the super chat. Javon Ship, he a moderator on the page. He said, "Can we talk about the disappearance of Wolf? We not using him at all. Also, CT is my guy, but he has to make faster reads off the double. It was bad. All right. Well, the disappearance of Wolf. What I will say is, I do want to see more consistency from Wolf because he can easily be a fan favorite, and I want to see a fan favorite out of these rookies. And it looked like it's going to be Egor, but it could be all of them. I give Wolf the benefit of the doubt to say that he'll be back to having a big game really soon. Before we get to the other, hold on, I'm gonna get to the other part of this. Then we could all like speak on the super chat. Yeah, CT, he got. I think Noah Clowney and MPJ is supposed to help him at the those doubles. You know what I'm saying? They know the doubles are coming. Kerr is is a good coach, so he did that. You know what I'm saying? But and also yeah, I credit Kerr to that, but still there's teammates that could help Cam Thomas out of that. It's not for Cam Thomas to beat the whole double. You know what I'm saying, by himself.
It's on two things, right? Number one, Jordy has to put Cam and MPJ in the middle of the floor so that when the double comes, they have an escape route. And Cam can't drift into a place to where he can't make a play. He did that a couple times when they doubled him, and he's too short to see over the guys. So he has to put himself in a more advantageous situation, and Jordy has to as well.
Well,
So
I mean, Priest, somebody got dropped into the middle of the floor, and then like more times than not,
no,
when
no,
the
no, no, no. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when the double comes, you can't dribble yourself into a place where more than likely a turnover gonna happen. Like
but
dribbling yourself into the corner or dribbling yourself up to the midcourt line to where you don't have no escape route.
no,
So
I agree with that, but
yeah.
he does that a lot though. That's what he normally does. Like when he sees the double more times than not, he trying to escape to a place that puts him in no man land. Sometimes more times than not, he just makes the shot.
Yeah, the backcourt of Cam and Nolan definitely needs some work, and I think Drake Powell should have played more. So I only played 17 minutes, but I get it because of the ankle thing. But man, Powell's defense would have helped us a lot in a lot of different situations because Cam and Nolan, like together, they're not going to give you crazy defense, but the Warriors would definitely take advantage of that too tonight. So those two guys got to figure out a better system with each other. One has to run point, the other has to be ready to score, and I feel like tonight it was like no synergy at all between the two of them.
I'm not gonna lie to
But
y'all. I
real
thought
quick, because I don't know if y'all is am I still good?
yeah, you hot now. You hot, Priest.
All right. And another thing is when you got Cam and Trey out there, I would like to see Danny Wolf bring the ball up and run some actions to get Cam catch and shoot.
Yes, I agree. I
Can I
agree.
say this? Can I ask y'all a question? Do y'all think
Yeah. But let Brooklyn LM answer the question. Go ahead, Joey.
okay,
Hello.
do y'all kind of think that and CT is kind of hindering Danny Wolf's like play out there when they're on the floor together because Danny's used to handling the ball. If he's out there with CT, he's not going to get that many touches.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Nah,
I
I think that give Jordy some time to figure it out. Give him like 2-3 more games to figure it out with Danny Wolf on the floor with Cam Thomas because Danny Wolf is a special kind of player. Like he could pick and pop or pick and roll. So somebody like Danny Wolf
right.
that can pick and pop and pick and roll, bro. I seen him play
He seemed
and
more effective with with dribbling the ball and the ball in his hand and playmaking
yeah,
for
but
other
no,
people
but
though.
listen,
He's in the
listen. I
point
disagree.
center. Yeah.
Somebody says something that John talking about in the chat talking about he not a point center. He is a point center.
Thank you,
He's a
Breeze. Thank you.
he's definitely a point center, and I agree with John saying that he's a point center before he's a power forward.
Well,
You know what
I
I'm
Right.
would
saying?
say he's more of a point forward. He's just more effective against the centers because the centers can't keep up with his skill set. But
Exactly. But that puts him in a
Okay.
position to succeed. And there's the thing with like Cam and Nolan. They both are ball dominant. So it's like if you just had Cam out there with Wolf, Wolf could set Cam up for easy shots because Wolf drives in the paint and that could allow Cam to either do a mid range or a 3 point. But with Cam and Nolan, they're going to want to control the pace of the game. But you saw it tonight when they both aren't controlling anything, Wolf just gets attacked. So I agree with Breeze. The three of those guys and Jordy got to figure out a better system where they could all
Right.
go off offensively, but you need one
That's
guy to run
why
things
I
for
mean,
sure.
that's why
I'm
you can use in a game like today where you saw how Steve Kerr was defending you, right? You could have used Wolf to negate a lot of that as being a pick and roll ball handler, even doing the small big pick, like having Cam be the picker, and then having Danny run some stuff off of that. There were ways to kind of counteract that I didn't see Jordy use because they was just doing a hard. That's why MPJ wasn't getting shots down the stretch because it was a hard double team and guys wasn't really making plays out of it.
I mean, I hear y'all, but real quick, and I'm gonna pass the ball to LM. I hear y'all, but you see, those things y'all ask for like a lot of steps in the game. Like Cam Thomas just came back. Some of these, you might have a lot of promising like Danny Wolf, but like Danny Wolf might not even know some of the things that we even asking or even thinking about or talking about right now. So like we just gotta
He's
give
done
it
that.
time.
That's not, but easy for him. He's an older player. He's an older rookie, and he knows exactly what I'm talking about because he did that in Michigan. That was a lot of what he was doing. He was doing the big pick and roll. He was doing a lot of that stuff as the ball handler. He was
But
the reason that Michigan was able to get to where they were. This is the reason why a lot of us wanted him on the team. He
but
he has that skill set.
but Priest, if we never if we would never been in that rotation because CT been hurt, or if we never like practice our big our 1-4 set or our one or a 4-1 set, then like I can't expect like
No,
we come
I
in the
get
game
that.
and then
I
just
get
pop
that.
it off.
But that's just an adjustment that you can see at halftime. You can say, okay, they're blitzing you, CT. So we're gonna put the ball in Danny's hands and we're gonna run some. I mean, that stuff is not that difficult. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's not
Be-
that difficult, but these guys, these young guys, and like they haven't he, like yeah, he been doing it in Michigan, but like they haven't really been doing it in the
like
NBA.
for
Like these are some of the
instance,
stuff
for
we've been asking.
instance, for instance, right? We've seen when Joker has the ball, Jamal will come throw him a screen and get wide open threes off of that.
Right.
Those are things that I think that we can do as well with Danny.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
it's just and sometimes if okay, it might not look perfect at first, but throw it out there when the team hasn't seen that, you're going to get better looks off of that, and especially in a game like tonight when they weren't game planning for that.
No, yo, Priest, I completely agree. But like, if you never practice it, like you're not gonna just turn to it. So like, I agree with Breeze. Like, just give it time, like because that if anything, that might be a spark in Jody mind. Like, yo, no, you know what? Could do that now. Let's see how that looks right, like from right now. So like, I agree with you. Just if like
And
CT
it's a
has been
hard
hurt.
thing to say too before LM go because you don't practice a lot during the regular season, so you're gonna have to kind of throw some stuff out there and shoot around and do some. You got to do some. You got to try some stuff when you got all these different playmakers.
But go ahead, LM. You got it, bro. What's
Yeah,
going on, man?
yo, Brooklyn LM, talk to us, bro.
Hello. Yeah, nah, what's good, y'all?
Yeah.
I was watching. I think I caught the game at like the second quarter. Um, honestly, they was off to a good start. First half looked pretty decent. We was keeping up. Um, then towards the second half is when Golden State kind of made their run. Um, but I liked what I seen. People gonna complain about the threes from Yegor and they want to see him go in the paint, but I mean, realistically, I think as of now, he's getting more comfortable uh, in the
Definitely.
offense. He's getting more comfortable. I mean, he's tied now with Con Knuckle in terms of threes taken by
Nice.
a rookie. So you see, he's getting up there in terms of that aggressiveness, which is what I like to see from him. I mean, he's our first lottery pick, so you want to see some
So,
aggressiveness there with
but
him.
Brooklyn LM, let's slow it down. Talk about Yegor shooting the three ball. Like he hit a three ball from everywhere on the goddamn 3-point line, right?
Yep.
Like this is his shot selection. He hit the corner three, the elbow three, the middle three. If you ask me, he particularly likes that middle three. He's not knocking it down yet, but he will. But he's
I mean, he
definitely
was always a good shooter, though. Like, I think it was kind of, and this sometimes why with scouts, they kind of exaggerate sometimes. Because before the injury at BYU, he was a really good shooter. It's just when he got the injury, he kind of, went down a little bit. But he always was a good shooter. I just think realistically, you put him in the NBA with more spacing. I mean, this is what you're gonna get. He's putting in work on his 3-point shot, which from his first summer league game, he came out the gate. He was shooting 40% from summer league. So for me, it was just like, all right, well, once he gets to the A, I'm sure that's going to translate. And so far, he's been knocking the can't shoot allegations that a lot of people put
Yep.
against him. So
hold
to
on.
me, I'm proud of that for him.
Yeah, just to add to what Brooklyn Ellen is saying, we could all speak on this. Egor is second to Concanepo. Concanepo was the fourth pick, shooting a whopping 132. I mean 113 3-pointers. That's a lot, bro.
What
He's
what
just
what do you mean
They
by
made
number
Jaeger
two?
black, or is he just don't got no pick? What's going on?
What do you mean by
for
number
real.
two? Wait,
That's
hold on.
nasty work.
Yo,
Come on, AI.
wait.
Yo,
So
yeah, and they made him
yo,
blackity black.
they got him in Brooklyn and they turned him black.
Yo, Breeze, we gotta post this photo, man. We gotta fix that.
what the
This is
Oh,
fuck?
they
hilarious.
maybe just don't got no photo, man. That's
What is
crazy
that?
work.
That's crazy, yo.
Oh, so this
Yeah,
is total
blasted it
threes.
on here.
This is total
Yeah,
threes made. This is total
but
threes made.
he up there though. He catching up. Like
Yeah.
we might
Hold on.
got the
No,
best
hold
second
on.
shooter in the
Right,
draft.
hold on.
Yeah,
Let me
cause
say
that's
this
all
shit.
the fuck he does. Shoot
Right,
threes, bro.
right, easy. For context, easy. This is the rookies with the most 3-pointers. He's second to Concanepo, only second to Concanepo.
113 is crazy,
So
yo.
Yeah, that's
this
unreal.
wait, hold on. So this is made threes or 3-point attempts?
It says May 3 p.m. right?
Made
Oh,
threes.
made.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
this is
okay.
made threes for sure.
But then, like,
113 is nuts.
no, but does it show out of how many though? Does it show out of how many?
Oh, you talking about the attempts? Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure we got that here. 3-point attempts right here. Well, they got the percentage.
6.1. Jeez.
Wow.
6.1 is a lot, yo.
Yo,
Taking
Jaeger,
6.1 threes a game.
yo, we need Jaeger in the 3-point contest All-Star Weekend, man. He's earned it. He's earned it. We should send him for that.
At this point.
No
Let him
fucking
earn. Let him earn a
8.5 for
trophy,
Con is
man.
nuts though. And
Yeah.
he's shooting like 8.5 attempts and he's shooting 42% from the 3-point line.
We gotta see those two square off 3-point contests. Who's better, Jaeger or Khan? Let's go.
Yeah, real quick,
That's tough.
shout out to my nigga PT, but you see, you done said Khan was gonna be some bullshit in the league. Look what the fuck going on, bro. Come on, son. Dog. I remember that shit, dog. I remember that shit, dog.
Yeah.
But
Now I'm not gonna lie. I apologize. I was trolling his names, Nipples, and all of that. Yeah, I was
Many of us were.
Bro,
Many of us were.
I ain't gonna hold you. That was the majority of the fan base shitting on.
Nobody didn't want Con.
Yeah, because a lot of the fan base thought that
That's crazy.
that was a guy that
Moving right now.
that was a guy that Sean Marks would pick if he, had the chance to. So
well, if niggas was right, that would have been a great pick. So niggas need to sit down a little bit.
We gotta take the guy with the craziest name
you know
next
what's so
year.
funny though? You know what's so funny though? He is kind of a Brooklyn Nets pick because of the GM. Remember the GM was the assistant GM here.
Smart Jamal. That was actually a smart play. Yeah.
Peterson. But,
Yeah, he was good too.
But listen, man, Pod and all you other guys who said he was Joe Harris 2.0, stop it, bro. You was wrong.
He's miles better. Miles.
Just take your L and keep it moving, man.
He's more Austin Reeves than Joe Harris. I'll give you that.
Bro, you see this kid right here? This kid right here, from the minute he stepped in the league, bro, he was better than Joe Harris, bro.
Somebody called him on Twitter the white Devin Booker. Or something like that.
All right, that's a little bit too much now.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Hold on.
Hey,
Hold on,
hold
y'all.
on, real quick.
Hold on.
Hey, why Range Robe going on Jaeger in the comments like that? That man snapping on Jaeger.
No,
That dude was hating.
Hold on, Joey, hold on. Let me say this. Also, Jaeger is 9th in scoring out of all of the rookies.
That's impressive. That is impressive.
You taking threes, bro. You taking threes. If you make
he's doing mid-range shots too. He had mid-range attempt tonight where he didn't make it, but he was getting physical contact against one of the players. So
he is taking some mid-ranges.
John,
John,
John, my brothers. The man had 16 shots. 14 of them were 3, bro. You are not telling me nothing, bro. The kid has 3 goal in his mind, bro. Stop, bro. Stop, bro.
Come on, man. I gotta put that on a t-shirt, man.
Wait, hold on, real quick. Like how y'all said, the word out, yo, you can't shoot. He bought into the hype, but he drank too much Kool-Aid, bro. Goddamn, bro. Okay, you can shoot, bro. We need more now, bro. Yes, we need
Ease
more.
said, ease. You saying you want him to mix it up? You know what I mean?
I
He's getting there.
I don't think I'm asking for too much. I don't think I'm asking for too much,
He's
bro.
taking a lot of mid-range attempts the last few games. He had one game where he took more mid-range attempts than three-point shots, which I thought was
How many
progress in
mid
itself.
ranges he had
Here's the
attempts he took
thing.
tonight? Like 7?
Here's the thing. My question is Yegor taking so many? Is he deferring to the three because he's scared to get in the paint, or he's just
He's
shooting those threes
selective.
because yeah,
I think he's selective.
he's being very selective to the 3-point line though. It seems like he's scared to get in the paint.
Well,
In
some of
my
these teams
opinion.
have big bodies, Joey. Like, I don't think he wants to get killed or have an injury. Like, he's trying to be smart about it. But I agree, he's got to take way more chances. But he's done that the last month about getting
wait,
better with just taking chances.
wait, hold on, real quick. He's averaging 10 points. He's shooting 6 threes per game. I'm pretty sure he's at like a 35, 38%. That means everything is coming strictly from the three. Ain't nothing else coming from nowhere.
No, he
Nothing else
does
coming
little
from
things.
nowhere.
It's not
If
as
he's
great as the threes, but he's giving little things.
Breeze,
Like, you
real
just have
quick,
to watch the
look up his
game.
3-point percentage. If his 3-point percentage anywhere from 35 to 38%, the numbers correlate.
You know, I was going to it next.
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay, so let's look. Yegor the man, 36%,
Oh my
36.5%
God.
from the 3-point line.
Oh my fucking God. That means that 10 point right there is coming
Wait,
strictly from
how much
three.
he's doing from the field?
I'm looking that up right now, Will.
The field gonna include the 3-point
I
percentage.
got you right now. Field goal percentage, Yegor is
Should be in the 40s.
It says 39%, I think.
39.2%.
So
That's not bad. That's not bad.
No. Time out. No, but listen to what Easy's saying. He's saying all his production is more so threes than twos. It's not no balance. And
Exactly.
to Easy's point, it's 36% from the three and it's 39% from the field. So it's like from the field is from the three. It's almost
so
the same.
there's not a far discrepancy from the
Exactly.
3-point line from the field goal percentage. The field goal percentage is factoring in the three. That means he's taking barely anything inside the two. That's why it's not that much disparity.
But he's got a higher percentage in field goal than 3-point though.
But you know what? But to his defense, the only people that's really taking tools on the team is CT and Michael Porter and Claxton.
Bro,
everybody else is taking threes.
Wait, Claxton will take mid-range shots. He does layups.
No, I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about as far as field goes. But I'm saying ain't nobody on the team really shooting 2-pointers. Everybody is shooting threes. Even Clowney. Clowney should be inside.
I need my point guard to get in the paint and be disruptive, man. That's the type of point guard I like. You gotta get those paint touches. You gotta put pressure on the defense. You gotta be disruptive. You gotta mix it up with the inside and outside game. Keep them guessing. Yeah.
You know who does that? Ben Saraf was doing that, but he's too wishy-washy with it.
Yeah, he got a lot.
He's too inconsistent. He has to show me you can hit a mid-range or three if you could have a role in this team. At least Nolan tonight he took good threes tonight. Nolan's 3-point shots coming around, and he just needs a mid-range game of some sort. But Saraf, you gotta be consistent if you want to.
Here's the thing. Even though Nolan's not that big, Nolan got the type of speed to put pressure on the defense and get in the paint and create chaos. You know what I mean? So
I agree.
But even today, he settled for threes.
Yeah, he did a little bit.
They weren't doing much in the paint, Jamal. The Warriors were really blocking the paint with some of these guys. Like, they just weren't attacking enough, and the refs weren't calling anything. Like, Joey was spot on about that. But I think the bench, though, they got to figure out better continuity, because how can you go from the first game where everything's flowing, second game is like, damn, we don't even know who each other are on the court. Like, they definitely got to look at some film for sure.
Real quick, Jamal, all I'm saying is I'm just asking you to take the ball and break the 3-point line and see what the defense shows you. A little bit more development to your game, because you're not seeing them looks right now. And look, when you start doing that, we feed into what you're doing, right? Because like how we said before the draft, you're a facilitator. You can make reads, you can pass the ball. Now, most of it was from transition. That's why I'm asking for some transition play. But, break the 3-point line. See what they said you can't shoot. You came to the league, you're lightening up. You're shooting better than a lot of people that's in the league for a good while. So, let's add a. Am I asking for too much to see a little bit more
Nah,
from your game? Am I asking a
I
little bit too much?
definitely agree with you, Ease. I definitely agree with you, but I think that's a Jody thing. That's my thing. I think it's his
Nah,
system.
I don't agree with that.
It's
I
more of a
think I think
confidence thing, like
I
Joey's
think
saying.
Jordy
Gotta be more
Jordy
confident.
Jordy wants
More.
Jordy wants Yegor to be aggressive, bro. He
You
does
want him? You think he want him to play make the way he?
oh
I don't know because it's
yeah.
hard to tell with Jody because every time Igor make a mistake, he always come here, or he looks at him a certain way. Like he looked at him like 10 times tonight, like looking at him crazy. Like
Yeah,
At
so,
least
because
he's
I don't
talking
know.
to.
the
At least
thing
he's
the,
talking to Jamal as opposed to benching him. I got to take that as progress with Jordy. At
because
least talk to your rookies.
the thing is Yegor when he gets flustered, he does dumb stuff like he tried to do that behind the back pass to Claxton when they put the
Mm.
pressure on him and got the ball taken. I don't know.
Yep,
Like this is
Jody burned a hole right through his head.
yeah, because it's
No,
like,
because
bro,
Jaguar's
what do you
made some good passes, but that's not good passing at all. Like that's amateur hour. Like Jordy just got to remind him, like, listen, Jaguar, you can make good passes. Don't make bullshit passes when you have a chance to make a good pass. So good
like
for
I
And
Jordy.
said,
I
Like,
and I think
like
that's why he's been settling so much. He don't want to
that
fuck up.
exactly, Jamal. That's the whole
yeah,
point.
Jordy wants perfection. He's got to.
But
He's
but
got to chill
even
a little bit on
but
that.
y'all remember that one play where Dennis was Milton had put a lot of pressure on Yegor and he was like playing point of attack defense on Yegor and Yegor took it to the rack on him and got a
Right.
layup over him. That's the type of aggressiveness we need to see. If they going to attack you, and be aggressive on you, you be aggressive right back. That's what good point guards do. They don't defer.
Nah,
They
but
You
don't.
saw.
but hold on. I just want to add to that, because I like the point Notorious made, because if they scouting report look and see that he's going to take the three and they're going to put ball pressure on him, if he could learn how to nothing crazy, I ain't asking him to be Kai, but if he
Right.
could hit him with like a little 1-2 at the 3-point line, little, you know what I mean? And again, use your size. You know
You
what I'm
don't even
saying?
have to do all that, bro. You got a crazy wingspan. Hold the
It's the,
ball out away
it's the,
from that guy and take
it's
him
not.
where take him in
Don't
no
No,
man's land.
I'm
don't.
saying
But
he
this is
could
my thing.
create. I was just trying to say he could create offense at the 3-point line, going to the rim, because they
It
think you're going to shoot there. Well, you're a threat there at the
right.
least. I could say that. So you could get to the rim, because if they overplay you and they like not sagging off and they playing you tight, playing you close, you could blow past them.
Here's
You
the
know what
thing. It's not about him doing anything fancy. It's about him being strong and comfortable in his dribble and not letting anybody bully him or knock him off his square while he dribbling. If these guys smell blood in the water and they figure you loose with the handle and you're not gonna be strong through the contact, they're gonna go after you and try to take the ball from you, bro.
But Joey, one of the best ways one of the ways you could counteract that is not having second guessing thoughts. So when you catch the rock, you make a split move. You
Right.
force them to make a split decision with your
Or do
split
what
move.
everybody else do. Push off with your
Just
offhand. What everybody else do. Like, nah, get back. Like, you're not
that
about to
too.
push me and take the ball from me. You're not about to rough me up and take the basketball. Get back. I'm using that offhand.
Yeah.
Everybody do it. You ain't
This is
got to do
dis-
nothing fancy.
This is disappointing. We only had 22
That's
assists
true,
for the
Dennis.
whole
That's true.
night. Like when we're not playing decent team style basketball, the Warriors just isolate us. Like a lot of the players tonight looked isolated. Besides MPJ, who was doing a lot of shots. Like the bench was isolated. Like they got to figure out how to get better read teams that game plan for them. That's gonna be Jordy's next challenge. If he's trying to prove what he's doing is legit, you got a game plan for their game plans. And tonight it just felt like there was no game plan. They just threw it out the window when they were getting doubled and all that.
Wait, hold on, John. Hold on,
Yeah.
John. Real quick to JDJ in the chat. Real quick. Yo, I'ma say this again. I don't know why this keep like I don't know why when I say shit, people be pulling up and be interpreted on some different shit. I'm gonna say this again. Am I asking for too much just to throw a little diversity in your game that you
Yes.
came into the league with?
Yes.
But
Yeah.
not only that, if you don't throw that diversity in there as a point guard, then teams start to figure you out real easily. They're gonna be like, oh, he ain't going to the paint. He not gonna go
That's
to
a
the rim.
fact.
He
That's a
just gonna be a
fact.
spot up shooter. Or if he go to the paint, he ain't gonna try to finish. He
Nah,
will.
but
Like
Yeah.
he
But he
like
did try to finish on the cover drive here.
See, this is the thing, and I know it's been more than one game, but if you're going through the lane and getting contact and they ain't calling the foul, most people gonna stop going through the lane. Now with him, when he starts making threes like he did tonight, you can forget the paint because that Joker gonna keep shooting them, and I ain't even mad at that. You know what I'm saying? When he made five in the first half, I already knew he wasn't going to the rim no more. He made five in the first half. I'm like, yeah, the rim is over with. You know what I'm saying? But I get what y'all talking about. I want to see him touch the paint more too. But I want to see Jordy run offense that can get some of these guys in the paint. Because MPJ don't really touch the paint. When he dunked the ball to Dalvin, shot.
Yeah, same.
We
Hey,
just shoot a lot of threes.
Nah,
whoever
you're right.
gunner,
He touched the paint off the pump fake from the 3-point line and then get into the paint. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
but what MPJ knows how to do is he knows how to cut to the basket and get to the paint off ball and make himself
But
available.
that's what I'm saying. I feel like we don't run a lot of stuff with these young guys. The only one that I see dry the ball for real is Powell and Traylor. You know what I'm saying?
And
Hey,
Wolf
Gunner,
Um,
hey,
before it slumps.
whoever Gunnery is in the chat, bro. We criticize Danny Wolf too, bro. We evenly we don't just give smoke to certain players and let other players off the hook.
but I
Evenly,
gotta
we
Right.
give
Wolf is
criticize him.
I
pushing
gotta
30.
give
Yo,
I
Wolf
gotta
is
Some of
like
these
give
people hating on Wolf, man. Gotta chill, man.
I
And
gotta
shout out to
give I gotta give Yegor some props though, because these for the last five games he's been damn near over 17 points. He's been aggressive, whether it's the aggression we like or not, he's been aggressive. He's been taking shots that he's
right.
comfortable with. Whether it's, I know we want to get him to get into the paint and all that there, but hey, he's been aggressive and he's been scoring the ball with more
What?
efficiency.
But
What I
maybe
want to
the
see more than anything with him is more playmaking. That's what I want to see.
yes,
I
but
want
he
to
has to
see,
get into the paint to do that.
not
Right,
really.
right.
Yes. You got to be able to break the defense down, Priest. He got to break the defense down to get that playmaking going.
The
To
If
do those pick
playmaking
and
can be
rolls.
the playmaking can be in
But
transition.
but
It can be
yeah,
off pick and
you
rolls.
you know
It
you
can
know what it
be,
is. You know what it is though with the playmaking. It's hard for him because his handles is suspect. So
no, I
if
mean,
you pressure him,
even still, look at Steve Nash. Steve Nash, one of the greatest quote unquote playmakers we had. He got most of his assists off pick and rolls with fucking Amari Stoudemire. The same way with John Stockton and Karl Malone. He wasn't breaking nobody down, but he was getting into the action and making plays out of the action. He wasn't tell me who Steve Nash was breaking down. Tell me who. So it's different types of playmaking.
but
You know,
he was kind of like, I wouldn't
and he
say
was
like
quick.
cat.
He had
Yeah,
handle.
he wasn't like cat quick,
but
but
he
he was
wasn't
really quick.
breaking nobody down.
yeah,
No,
If you
no,
look at the
but
majority of his assists, it was off of that pick and roll with Amari. If
he
you
was
look at
orchestrating. He was orchestrating the
that's
offense.
what I'm
So yeah.
saying. There are more ways to skin a cat. That's basically what I'm
Okay, let's
saying.
just say this. I need Yegor to be more aggressive in the half court set. Fuck transition. Everybody going to want to do the transition. Ben Simmons was good in transition and throwing passes and shit. We get it. You want to try to get in transition and throw that leak out pass, blah, 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 blah. I want to see how you create in the half court set and how you handle pressure and put pressure on the defense to create for your teammates.
I'll say
but
this.
we but we
I
not
didn't hear anybody,
but
and I didn't
let's
hear
let
anybody say this about Yegor. Yegor has been doing a lot better defensively. A
of
lot
course.
better.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
nah,
we acknowledged that
we've
a
been
few
saying
It,
streams
that. We've
it,
ago.
been
We
saying
talked
that.
the,
about it.
the only
Yeah,
knock
we spoke
on
on
him
that.
is the whole playmaking and going to take twos more than threes. But to respond to what you just said about the Steve Nash thing, let's not forget that Steve Nash was in an offense Mike D'Antoni was running. Anybody that was in an offense thrived in that offense, especially as a
Hmm.
point guard. Jeremy Lin did it, Harden did it, and Nash did it. So if that was a system that we was running, it'd be different. But we're not running that type of system.
Right.
Man,
Hold
listen,
on. Also, listen.
Sometimes I don't know what system we run.
Right, but no,
Sometimes.
hold on. But what I'm
Shoot
That's a
saying,
valid
threes.
point.
right?
That's a
Shoot
valid
No.
threes.
point, please.
Right, but it depends who on the floor too. It's personnel. I'm gonna transition to something because I want us to react to the clip. Is you get two different point guards with Yegor and Nolan. Nolan getting downhill with ease. and you get Egor shooting the 3 ball, looking for the 3 ball. You know what I'm saying? And you got two different type of point guards right there. One that's going to touch the paint. Don't let him pass it. He'll pass it. You know what I mean? I see him drive a kick, but I also see him finish at the rim too. So, but I'm just saying that to say you get two different kind of point guards with the Brooklyn Nets, which is a good thing. Now, I wanted to transition to this, and I just want us to react to this more so because I'm petty, and I was right. So we're gonna listen to how Breezy was right, and then we're gonna get back to it.
What's going
I
on?
think positional size matters, and
Y'all can hear it?
making the change to
Yeah,
Noah
This is low.
it's low, but you can hear it.
really changed everything. But the most important thing is everybody has bought into what the coaches have tried to do, and it's just the little things. Since we did like defensive circuits and all the practices, and as you guys know in the NBA, it's really hard to have longer practices and all that stuff, and games keep coming, and these guys didn't really complain. They put the work in, and then you can see it on the court. So it's a cool process to go through. Obviously, we didn't start well at all, and like I always said, that was on me and finding the way, and I think that.
So basically, since it's hard to hear, what I was trying to say is that they asked him about the defense, and he said, "I think positional size matters. Making a change to bring Noah into the starting lineup and slide Mike into the 3, it really changed everything." So, like I was saying, it wasn't necessarily that our defense was bad because Cam Thomas was a starter. It was more the fact that Clowney is such an impact, and that's what I'm saying. Let's not critique Cam Thomas so much that we don't understand the value of all the other players on the team.
I
Clowney's
mean, wasn't that
impact is serious to the roster.
Not only
wasn't
that, let's stop saying that Danny Wolf should start over Noah Clowney. Let's
Yeah,
start
I
there
ain't
too.
saying that. I agree.
w-
That's Noah Clowney spot.
well? Let me say this though, to y'all point. Wasn't y'all saying that last season? Noah Clowney should be in there up to 4. Clark should be up to 5. Now the only difference is this season. Now we got a big ass motherfucker named MPJ at the 3.
Bro, the
Y-
whole panel was saying this, bro. The
Yo,
whole
we did.
panel
Yo, we
discussed this about moving MPJ to the 3 because of his back issues, and we figured Noah was ready to play the 4, and he can give us some positional size along next to Claxton. Everybody agreed on this panel that that's the move that should happen, and it did. I forgot what happened for them to start Noah. Somebody got hurt or something, and
no,
they
no,
start
they were starting Terrence Mann at 3, but seriously, it's
Right.
on
That was
video.
right.
Breezy,
It
Joey,
must have been
LM,
Zaire. It might
myself.
have been
We
Zaire.
said you start Clown at the 4, MPJ at 3, Clax at the 5, open up those guys' games, and it did. Like we try to be very factual with what we give on the shows, and it's like that was something we all hit the nail on the head about, and it definitely gave the defensive identity. But what Jordy said at the beginning of the game, positional defense, positional size. That's positionalist size. That's what he said. That's the new model in the NBA right now. If you have bigger bodies on the court that could defend a variety of ways, they could offensively just go to the rim, you're going to be a more impactful team. Some of the teams we're facing look old. They don't have no real good defenders. And our team is just hungry to show them if we play good defense, we'll have fast break points on the other side of things. So Jordy has unlocked a model that a lot of teams are trying to use. Some they can't use because they already have all these aging stars on their teams. So what Jordy has is a model. It depends on whatever talent you get to be part of this team. So yeah, Jordy's got a model. It's who's going to fit that model now, and Clowney could definitely be a part of it potentially.
But I think they all go and think, and this is what I was saying. I was listening. I was on BK Nothing But That's podcast earlier. And I forgot. I think CJ from Brooklyn Go Crazy. He had pulled up and he was saying that it's not just the top 3, top 5 players in this next draft that we could or we should be looking at. Yo, I'm telling you, I miss Ice right now, man. Because Ice be knowing about these players. And basically he was saying that if we're going to continue to play well, let them play well. And this is where me and him agree at. Yeah, I do want AJ DeBonsha. Let me just start there. But the truth is that I don't want to see us quote unquote like biting our gloves like Mike Tyson did in that Jake Paul fight, not winning in the
Yeah,
fourth
we want
quarter
to
when
we
we
want
could
to
really
see
win
us
in the
do like
fourth quarter.
Anthony Joshua did.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, so basically, I just shout to Anthony Joshua, man. Rest in peace to his two friends. Two friends died, man. He was in a car
Yeah,
crash in
that's yeah, that was
Nigeria
sad
today.
today. That was
That
sad.
shit was crazy, yo.
Thoughts and prayers, man. Thoughts and prayers.
Rest in peace.
Facts. Thoughts and prayers for sure. So but that being said, you could win and lose in the fourth quarter, and you could put yourself in a good situation. I seen Egor hit big threes in the fourth quarter. I thought that was dope,
You,
but I just feel like we needed a little more. And I'm not gonna hold you. I was wondering where Cam Thomas was at, and then I realized, they really do got him on a minute restriction. Like regardless of the circumstances, we could be losing or winning. At 20 minutes, they not letting them play more than that. And I kind of like how they, protected him from himself, for lack of better words.
you know what I'm curious about?
Well,
Why the coaching staff ain't think to put Noah Clowney at the 4 with Nick Claxton at the 5? Like, why that took like a minute to like get into a thing? Like,
We're just ahead of the curvies. We're just ahead of the curves.
Yeah, Zaire Williams was supposed to be playing, and Terrence Mann took Zaire's spot, but he shouldn't have took his spot. But then Zaire Williams dropped off. But the truth is, it's the big lineup. The big lineup works. It just works, bro.
I mean, it works everywhere. I thought this was like a known thing. I didn't think we had to tell coaches this. Like, we was talking about this shit. So I think, NBA coaches would know what the fuck is going on out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's because it's because of what they was playing last year. They had Cam Johnson as the 4, and I guess they figured MPJ could slide right into that slot too. I don't know why.
That was a horrible move. You're risking a guy further injuring himself. Like,
Yeah,
there's no
because
need to do that.
remember their lineup last year was Schroeder at the 1, CT at the 2, Zaire at the 3, Cam Johnson at the 4, and Clats at the 5.
But
Don't know why.
But not only that, guys, I think it was just that Noah Clowney took a jump this year, and he earned his minutes and he earned his spot, and they felt comfortable playing him. They saw the improvement in the shot. They saw the improvement in driving to the rim, the physicality, and he looked like he was ready. So they like, all right, cool. We think he's ready. Let's put him in there.
Yeah, it was like game 15 they did it, but before that he was playing off the bench, and we just saw Clowney where like all the confidence was gone, no defense, no shot blocks, not being involved. And it's like, start him, see if he can actually elevate what we saw in the summer. Boom, he does. Like, it's the adjustments. Like Breezy keeps saying, Jordy's trying to figure out what's working tonight. The pieces he tried to work off the bench that had previous success weren't working. So now we're going to see what gets tuned up. I think it's interesting though that Zaire has fallen out when him and Jordan looked like they had a bond. Now it's like Zaire could be a trade candidate when defensively I thought he was bringing good things to Jordy's system. That was definitely shocking to see that relationship seems to be disappearing.
Yeah, but I don't think it's necessarily disappearing, but I mean, let's call it what it is. When you talk about relationships, Jody Fernandez had a relationship with MPJ from the Denver Nuggets.
Right.
So we might be cool, Zaire, but I know him. This my guy from way back, 4 flats on the Cadillac. Know what I mean?
But even look at Tyrese Martin. He ain't getting no more tick either.
Oh, thank God he's gone, bro. That's a victory. That's a victory, man. Come on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but who took his minutes? This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Drake Powell took Tyrese Martin minutes. Nolan Traore took Tyrese Martin minutes.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? It's got nothing to do with Cam Thomas if he on a minute restriction. He played 20 minutes. And he played next to Nolan Traore. And I don't know if I seen him next to Drake Powell, but I seen him next to Nolan Traore for sure.
I think Jalen Wilson's at the end of the bench. He might not ever see no minutes besides garbage time unless somebody get hurt.
He had his run, man. He had his run,
Niggas was talking about Jalen Wilson could be a player on a championship team. Now as he had his run.
No way.
His run.
That is insane.
Hold on. The same person who just said he had his run said he could be a piece on a championship team.
He can.
Wait, Jalen's still on the team? Wait, what? Jalen's still on the team?
Jalen
Wilson can play on a championship team. Jalen Wilson can play on Denver or Oklahoma City.
He just shoots threes, Priest. I mean, it's like a Patty Mills role, but with less no ability about him.
He a guy that can shoot 37% from.
Hold on. Let's go to easy real quick. Easy. If you could get Jalen Wilson in a trade package, what's his value, bro? Yeah, I like
What
talking about
the
Bobby.
fuck? You know how
Let's
much
hear a
shit you
little
got
some
attached to
Trey
that
Bobby.
nigga? You know how much shit you got attached to that nigga? What you trying to get, bro?
J-
You can't get nothing on him alone. So what you
Would
trying to
you
get?
would you trade
J-
would you
Nah, yeah,
trade
for
him?
sure.
Would you trade him in a second round pick for Ricochet? Whatever his name
What?
is.
Yo,
Oh
no,
my
Cause,
no,
god!
yo,
Oh
cause,
my
no,
god!
cause
whoa,
they
one
trying to
second,
they trying
goodbye,
to
my
trade
brother.
him. They trying to
Nah,
trade
No,
him from
Ricochet,
Atlanta. They said they tired of
come
him.
on. We ain't that good, Jamal, at robbing a team, man. With the Knicks, that was special,
Jamal,
but
Hey,
come on.
that's
Jamal,
money off the books for them. That's money
Jamal,
coming off the books for them in the second round pick.
Come on.
Jamal. Wait, hold on, Jamal. If a trade like that was to ever pop up on your feed, that would be one of the best trades ever in NBA history. It's not gonna be up to the Luka level because it don't got the star names. But when you talk about trades what GMs made, that's gonna rank up there. You got a first rounder, the number one overall pick, no matter how good or how bad he is, for a guy you looking like you about to cut.
Yeah, you got a finesse.
Sean Marks could eat in Manhattan for free for a whole month. Man.
Yo,
Cause
Jalen Wilson is
my
the
thing is,
equivalent of a Big Mac right now, bro. Come on.
Atlanta saying they trying to move him. The experiment is over basically with
That's
him.
Yeah,
the
but
Dallas, though. That's the Dallas, though. The package is KP, Ricochet, and a draft pick for Davis. That's, I think, the
yeah,
package right now.
and I'm
Unless a
not
third
gonna
Mm.
team gets involved.
and
So,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna lie, Atlanta FC is in a tizzy about that. I'm not gonna hold you. They are in a tizzy, dog. They do not
Oh.
like what they're hearing right now. There's a lot going on over there, so we gotta
I
leave them
thought
to
they
their
were a
shit. I ain't
wild
gonna hold
card team this year, man. With Trey Young, they are just grotesque. They were the second best defense before he came back. It's like, damn.
Well, they
Like,
was
how do you
losing before.
fall like that?
They was losing before Trey Young, but they got a lot of problems within themselves. Like you see, you see how we on the outside we'll look at people like Onyeka Okongwu and Dyson Daniels, like we like
Mhm.
them. When you go inside their FC, bro, okay, the conversation changed dramatically, dramatically. Nigga, if they could package up Dyson, they will package up Dyson, bro, like in a heartbeat. So like we gotta calm down sometimes. You know, certain FCs they see something that we not seeing, bro. So we gotta let
Yo,
that rock, bro. We gotta let
yo,
that rock.
how y'all feel? Not to say that I agree with it, but how y'all feel about that Trey Young MPJ meme floating around Twitter?
I'm fine on not
Brooklyn.
doing that. Trey Young just doesn't fit, man. Like the defensive work you have to put around Trey Young's insane. Like Trey Young a few years ago had a huge spot in the NBA. Now it's like, damn, is this guy a six man right now? Which is crazy because he's making $48 million. But it's like you cannot play him 4 and 5 basketballs. The Hawks defensively have just fallen off the face of the earth. Like this really is a big man's league
I'm not
again,
gonna
and
lie to you, Joe
you
John.
gotta be able to you have to be able to defend, be athletic or be tall. And Trey Young is neither of those things. So
I'm not
yeah.
gonna lie to you though, John. If you put him on this team, I mean, you damn near take all the pressure off Diego about playmaking and doing and handling the rock.
But defensively will be a tragedy, my guy. And I like Trey Young what he gives you offensively and play. He's one of the most underrated playmaking guards in the NBA. Period. But the lack of defense, the lack of all those intangibles, you're playing 4 and 5 basketball every night, Ease, and it works in a weak Eastern Conference. But against OKC, the Spurs, we would get crushed, man, in a 7-game series in a championship round if Trey Young is a main focal point of this. Like with MPJ, if you could get an Ant-Man or Giannis next to him, okay, we're there. But a Trey and MPJ combo, I think we're just a
Yo,
play-in or a first-round exit with that, man. Maybe
yo,
second round.
Nets press posted on X that Ant Man was following the Brooklyn Nets.
What? No, come on.
Yeah,
Is that
he
legit or
did.
fake, bro?
I
Come
don't know
on.
if it's legit or not, but he
Yo.
screenshotted it.
That
If
don't
any
mean nothing, bro. Come on, son.
yo,
What does
Ease,
that
if
mean,
any
bro?
superstar fits the
Who's
Nets,
following us?
Ant-Man. Come
Nah,
on.
Ant Man.
Ant
I ain't
Man.
gonna lie. Ant-Man probably said, I want to leave Minnesota, man. I'm tired of this shit, man. You
Well,
probably
Bro,
that's what
heard
he not
me.
That's
leaving
what KD
Minnesota,
did
bro.
when OKC lost. KD went to the Warriors. Like you
Yeah,
get
Bro,
nah,
beat
nah,
by a team,
serious.
you go to that team.
But
bro,
but hold on, nah, seriously.
bro.
I do believe Ant-Man not finishing his career with Minnesota. I don't think he stays there.
He isn't. I agree.
Bro, if he not all right, cool. He not finishing his career there, but for the majority, for his prime and most likely his peak, he's gonna be in Minnesota, bro. He not leaving his kingdom, bro. He not leaving, bro.
Wait, easy. What kingdom, bro? You got Rudy Gobert and Randall playing like ass, and this guy has to drop 40 points a night. That's not a kingdom I want to be a part of. If I have to
you
be the main reason we succeed
you
Nah,
getting
every
he
treated
need
night,
he need
you
help.
getting
He need
treated
help.
better there than you will
Listen,
get treated better anywhere else.
listen. If Ja or Zion becomes available, they will be in the running. They will try to
Here,
get one
here's
of those
here's
two.
my here's my thing, right? So if I'm one of these stars and I'm looking at the NBA landscape, right, and I see how fucking log jammed it is in the West with competition, man, I would be fighting to get to the East because the East is wide the fuck open, bro,
right,
for the
Joey?
taking. Like
Right.
it's so lopsided in the league today when you look at the Eastern Conference compared to the Western Conference. If I'm on if I'm up for a contract or I'm trying to get to a new team and I'm in the West Coast, I'm coming East, bro, all
Right.
day.
Joey made
Like
such a valid point because the Nets have the most capital in the league. Like we are literally set perfectly where when the time is right and a star wants to come to an Eastern team, we have all the assets in the world and we're a taller team. If you could keep most of the tall guy core you have right now to add Ant-Man to it, damn, Ant-Man has so much protection. Forget one Carthy Towns. I got many shields around me and I gotta drop 40, 50 every night. Like Ant-Man would be the move. If you keep MPJ, Ant-Man is the guy you bring here because now you have a secondary guy, MPJ. You have a young core. You have
Well,
Clowney. Like there's something to work with there,
hold,
really.
hold
For
on,
small
hold on,
time.
hold
So
on.
what if they bring in John Morant?
hell no.
I don't know about John, man. His
Nah, John.
attitude, bro. His
Hey,
attitude, bro. Like
I
Joey says,
think, hey,
nasty.
hey, Priest, I think the New York media would eat John Moran up. It would
Yep.
be, you know how that dude that just came here to mess with Kyrie, I forget his name, that one reporter who just started following the Nets because Kyrie
Nick
signed
Nick
to the Nets.
Yeah, I know
Crandell.
who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
Nick
Nick Friedel.
Crandell.
Nick
Nick
Friedel. I'll
Friedel.
never forget him.
Oh, that dude's a
Nick,
hater, man. He's a
bro, it'll
hater.
probably
Number
be a,
one. Number one hater.
bro, hey, bro, it'll probably be an extra 20, 30 reporters at Nets press conferences because John Moran is here. Real rap. I just think
Oh
it'll be
man.
a nightmare. I like Ja, but his attitude is not right yet. He's immature and he's a small guard who can't stay on the floor. But he's
Did,
a hell
did,
of a talent.
Yeah, I don't.
did
Yeah.
they played
I
tonight,
think
right?
John
Didn't he get a
Morant.
tech tonight?
Yeah, if John
Oh,
Morant
you did?
come out here,
I gotta watch
but
the
Yeah,
the
for
game
thing,
tonight.
for shooting
nah,
at the ref.
yeah. Oh, what?
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
I think he got a tech for shooting at the ref.
Oh no.
Uh,
Yo, Joey was 100% right when we talked about it a few weeks ago. Like, listen, John Morant, very talented, but injuries are catching up to him. His attitude is all over the place. Like, he's like a Derrick Rose, but with even worse credibility because of so much baggage. And the Zion thing, listen, Zion's playing much better now, but he's playing off the bench where he's just like, damn, Zion might be the most elite six-man in NBA history, but it's like he plays so well, but you can't play him as a starter because his hamstrings pop every day. And it's like, I don't know, man. If you ask me what's the big shot to take, it wouldn't be a Ja or Zion because you have to give up a lot to get him. But are they really going to add to what Jordy's building? Where Jordy has to deal with basket case stars, like that ruins all the culture, the vibes, the system that Jordy's been building. So if you're going to take a shot, get a guy like Ant Man. At least his quality of skill set always shows up on the court, man. The other two guys, you don't know what's going to show up on the court on any given
Yeah.
night.
Zaire
and,
is a
and
fucking monster, bro. When
right,
Zion can stay on the court, he's a fucking monster. Like he is a man amongst boys. But the
yeah,
only thing is if he can stay on the court.
Exactly.
This hasn't
that's
been the
mad
best year for Zion, but
that's
I hear
mad
your point.
important too because
You
it's
know
not
why I
just
even asked that? Because if I'm not mistaken, I think Zion, or excuse me, Ja played with Claxton in high school or some shit.
They play
They did.
AAU together. AAU.
Yeah, they play
Yeah,
AAU.
yeah.
So you try to get the buddy system going on, Priest? That's what's going on.
That's what they do, man. That's what they do in the NBA, man. Don't act like you ain't there before.
But we don't gotta feed into it, man. Don't do that, man. Man, he gonna have a friend that's gonna acknowledge him, man. So if he do some bullshit, like, nah, bro, you good, you good.
Hey,
Nah,
Yeah, that's like
but
Katie
to be
Kyrie all
real with
over
you,
again, bro. Like, come
to
on.
be to
You
be
need
to
to
be
about
real with
this.
you, if we got Ant-Man, I swear to God, you know what I'm saying?
We ain't getting no damn Ant Man, but that would be crazy though.
yeah, we
Nah,
gotta find
Joey,
out.
if any team has
If
the
we got
assets to go
Ant-Man,
get them, Brooklyn, raise your hand now if you want. If you want.
I ain't gonna hold you though. If we got Zion on this team, we would never look like no punks again in the interior. We would have no problems, bro. Zion is clearing shit in the paint. You hear me?
Would
Like,
you start?
nah.
Would you start him though, or play him off the bench? Because off the bench, this guy's killing it right now. Like as a starter, there's the worry with the health. Like, how
Well,
would you do that?
well, you gonna just play him in the starting role, but you just gonna give him limited minutes at first because you don't want to players like that starting shit and benching shit. So like they take that shit to heart. So you're gonna start them, but you're gonna tell them like we're gonna play in the extended minutes. Now the coach gotta know what to do with the extended minutes. But real quick, because I just want to go at a point real quick, because Joey said, "Yo, look at the log jam in the West. You will come to the East and compete." Now,
Right.
real quick, looking from the outside in, if you're a player, you're a good player. Which teams in the East you will go to, and I will tell you why they would not go there.
Shoot. I don't know. Let me see.
Not a lot of these
I'm
Eastern teams have the assets. Miami has assets, but they'd have to give up a lot to get one
Players
of
not
those
going to
stars.
Miami, bro. That's
Detroit, Detroit.
real quick. Players not going to Miami. That's historically proven.
Mhm.
Everything we talked about Miami, Pat Riley, how they run these systems, it might hold some merit because historically they struggle to get a high value agent other than like LeBron and stuff like that. That's a whole different situation, circumstances. I'm talking about a player that just want to come there, high value player, not a Jimmy Butler. I'm talking about so Miami might is out now. Detroit, maybe yes. I'll give you Detroit. I'll give you
bro.
Detroit.
I ain't
What
gonna
about
hold you, E.
Toronto?
Players
Nah,
not going
nah.
to Toronto, bro.
Okay.
Players
E,
not
Yeah.
I
going
ain't
to
gonna
Toronto.
hold you. I'm not trying to sound like a homer, but I think we got the best situation on the East.
Yep.
If I'm a star in the West and I'm looking to come to the East, the Nets probably got the best situation available, bro.
But
Because everywhere else is either it's too many stars there already, or
They
they
got
just
the
not
most
going there.
flexibility. They got
but
the
But
most flexibility.
but
So
Joe,
I
like
Exactly.
with
don't.
the Knicks, they don't have no assets. They traded all their assets to us.
Yep.
Milwaukee, nobody wants to play in Milwaukee. When you talk about Miami, I don't know. You know what I'm
But we
saying? I
we, we
think
also we also got some young talent though to grow with though.
Yeah.
The talent,
but
yes. The front office, they might have a problem with.
but but but
I don't
but
agree with that.
but Joey,
Just off the Kyrie and KD thing. That's all I'm saying. Kyrie, KD, and Harden. That's the only
Yeah.
reason. It's
And
probably left
another
a
team,
bad taste in everybody's mouth.
and another team that's in a slump, even though they won tonight, the Cavs. They are the only second paper team, and they are eighth or ninth in a play, and like
nobody
that
let
is
going
me
a
to
say
Cleveland.
this real
No,
quick.
disaster.
nobody going to
That
Cleveland,
is a
bro.
disaster.
Nobody going to
Hold on, John.
Cleveland.
Let me say this real quick because I'm finna
Mhm.
dip out. When you talk about the KD thing, I don't think no stars around the league look at it as bad because we did right by KD. And
Exactly.
as much as you want to say we did right by Kyrie,
Yep.
and we did right by Harden. So nobody is looking at that and saying, "Oh, well, if this shit don't work out with the Nets, they gonna fuck me over."
Bro,
Nobody looks like that. I
I
think
agree.
I think that plays no part in us getting future stars.
I agree.
Period.
I agree with Priest. Listen, you the Nets never had any problem with any player that ever came here. Most players that play for us speak highly of our organization. The only person we had issues with was Kyrie. And Kyrie is known to have issues everywhere he goes. Dallas is the first stop he's been where he's been pretty quiet, to say the least. So, with that being said, I don't buy into this narrative that players don't want to play for the Nets because of what happened with the big three. Listen, players care about market. They care about where a team is at and competing. You know what I mean? And they care about location and money. All that other shit, I'm just not buying the hype, bro.
Now,
But
I think it was like that in the beginning, like when it was fresh, like that next season. And again, I think because what the biggest thing was, and we're gonna go to easy, is that the narrative that was around Kitty and Kyrie about how they viewed coaching, and that was another thing. Now, mind you, both of them on respective teams with quote unquote good coaches, not no quote unquote good coaches. Jason Kidd is a good coach, and Ime Duco is a good coach. And I'm saying that to say they both know the value of coaching. So it's just different narratives around Katie and Kyrie now because they've been proven wrong. And I think that's what the NBA wanted. You can't have superstars going in anywhere saying that coaches don't matter. And
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like even with the last coach that won it, he got a lot of high praise. One having one of the youngest teams and being able to do what he did with the Thunder. So the OKC Thunder, like bro,
Bogdanovich.
you feel what I'm saying? I just feel like regardless of how much talent you got, you need a good coach to kind of steer the ship. You know what I mean?
But
Right.
But real quick, I would say no to the Nets is because more times than not, the stars want to come to a built product. We still a building product. More times than not,
True.
stars don't want to build with a team. They want like the product to be somewhat finished or they be a missing piece to what they already got going on so they could take it over the top. So I would count us out.
Right, but that's why
So
the draft. That's why the draft pick is so crucial. You get one of AJ Boozer, Peterson, or Wilson, man. Then a star, maybe you're down
I
the line
know, I
goes,
know.
damn, I want to play with that kid. If that
I
kid has
kind of,
star potential.
hey, easy, real quick, easy. I kind of see what you're saying, but I think that's more to stars, aging stars. I think if you a young star, like say a what's old boy in Cleveland, Donovan
Donovan
Mitchell or
spot.
somebody in that timeline, or Ant Man, you wouldn't mind coming to a team that's young and got talent that you could grow with. I don't see everybody wanting to be plugged into a. I mean, that's for players like Giannis and guys that been in the league a little while, and it's like, yo, I want something that's already established because I'm trying to win now. KD and all of them type of players. But
But Joey, think about the names you just threw out, like Spider, for example. Like you threw out Spider. Spider already tasted high level of success. He didn't get over the hump. So like he came to Cleveland and he built with that team. And then right now, what we're looking at right now, it looking like they hit their plateau right now. So then he don't want to go to another team to redo that whole situation. Same thing with Ant-Man. You went to the WCF back-to-back years on a team that hasn't been there since KG. I'm talking about Kevin Garnett. Like that's how long. So like
The-
you don't want to
okay, so
leave
here's
that
my
to
thing.
go to
Here's my thing. So what you rather do? You rather go to a team um in the East Coast where the shit is wide open, and you like, yo, this is a young team. I get it, they not there yet, but I see the talent, I see the potential. They right there. I can lead these guys, and in a year or two, we could be contending to be on top in the East. Or you rather go somewhere where it's already like, okay, I got two or three other stars, and if I come there, then we going to deplete the rest of the fucking roster, and then we just gonna put it all on the table and try to run it up to the finals like Brooklyn did with bringing James Harden here.
I mean
you-
go ahead, Jamal. Go
Now,
ahead.
you know what's so interesting about the Mitchell thing? He didn't have a choice going to the Cavs. He
Oh yeah.
thought he was going to Madison Square Garden because that was what he called home. We all remember this, right? They had a chance to get him, but they didn't want to. Then it's like, okay, let's go to Cavs. And he's like, okay, I'll adjust to this. It was fine for a while. Last year, there was like their high ceiling, like you said, then you saw crash and burn. Mitchell, like, he could elevate the Brooklyn market a lot because New York is home to him. And imagine this, him squaring off against Brunson, the guy that took his spot and situation. Now he's in Brooklyn going, I can make this even better than what I thought I could make that. Like that right there writes a story in itself. And Mitchell's a great scorer, and we have the 12 players to complement his games. Everybody always says Mitchell's a horrible defender, but it's like this guy's one of the best playoff scorers in the NBA. He just never had a reliable secondary star. His secondary stars were Rudy Gobert and Garland, and those guys' weaknesses we could talk for hours about. But it's like Mitchell's never had a number two guy. Now, could MPJ be his number two? Maybe, but Mitchell, MPJ's shown, man, that he could be a clutch scorer. But now being a clutch scorer next to Mitchell, I could compete against that combo on any given night. That could be
All I
something to explore, maybe.
All I'm saying is, right, let's just say of an Ant Man, right? If I'm Ant Man, I'm looking more of the landscape of the NBA than anything, right? Because I'm not trying to stay in the West trying to deal with these juggernauts out there. Listen,
Right.
I'm also not trying to go to, there's no room for me on a team like Boston. There's no room for me on a team like Cleveland. Well, it might be some room for me in New York, but then they would be depleting their roster, right? But it's really no room in New York because Ant Man and Brunson ain't gonna work. All I'm saying, all the teams that's established in the East is no room for him. So he would have
Right.
to pick a team over here that's up and coming. You feel what I
Right.
Right.
mean?
Yeah, but
Like,
now, but but things could change. We don't know. But I just wanted to switch this, just kind of acknowledge MPJ because trust me. Shout to Joey. He said win loss draw we here. And when it's time for us to cross that bridge, Joey, we finna cross it. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted before the show end put light on MPJ getting the many votes that he did in the All Star Eastern Conference. Man, I mean 10th. That's impressive, bro. He's behind Pascal
How's
Siakam.
Pascal in top 10? That's weird.
Hold on. He's behind Pascal Siakam. He's a champion, bro. Pascal, they're gonna
That
give him
is
that
weird.
nod. Pascal Siakam, Jalen Johnson, and he's up there for the first time, I believe, but he's really been playing good basketball.
Right.
Karl Anthony Towns, Jalen Brown, Donovan Mitchell, Kay Cunningham, Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Maxey, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. I really feel like that's good company. And if you're going to put certain players above MPJ, those players are notable players. I respect it. I respect this list. I respect that he's in top 10 because he's really been hooping. How y'all feel about this?
Uh, MPJ's earned it, like you keep saying, man. What he's done with the surgeries and the mentality he has, the work he puts in. I don't think many people in his position could do what he's doing right now. And on the court, he's been, like Joey said, ultra professional. The young guys play behind him; they buy into what he tries to bring on the court and off the court with his energy and just showing up every day, making all these crazy shots he makes, but showing different parts of his game that people thought he could never do when he did have the surgeries originally. It's like, damn, he's trying to remind people this is what I came into the NBA with. I wasn't asked to do that because I was a third option. Now I'm supposed to be a temporary option for now, and I'm going to take full advantage of it. That's what MPJ's done. Him and Jordan, like you said, have a great relationship, and it's led to positive results. And one thing MPJ has brought is he's shown the young guys what it takes to win on any given night, which is be hungry, be ready, and just be ready to make an impact. So yeah, MPJ's earned the All-Star vote. This is his first All-Star, right? That he would make. It would be impressive for him because he's shown that, hey, Father Time might catch up with me eventually, but not today. So yeah,
Yeah,
shout
I'm
out
not
to
gonna
him.
lie to y'all.
yeah. Go ahead.
I'm
Go
not
ahead.
gonna, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Looking at the list, I think MPJ performing better than Pascal.
Mm-hmm.
As of late, performing better than Jalen
Jalen
and doing
Brown.
better than Cat. So fuck that list. My nigga out there.
Yeah, no, I agree with you with the with Pascal, but Jalen Johnson, he been hooping. I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
He been hooping, but as of late, these past couple of games,
Yeah,
I'm giving the nod to MPJ right now. I'm not gonna
that's
hold you.
fair. But it's a general consensus too, because look at the votes though. So MPJ, small market, everybody know people don't watch the Brooklyn Nets. We do because we Nets fans. But that's 150,000 votes. Now you go up to Jalen Johnson, that's like twice that amount. So it's like, damn, that's a big jump. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like MPJ is always going to get overlooked because he plays for a small market team with the Brooklyn Nets. But Nets fans could look at this list and say, yeah, he might have to, you know what I'm saying? But damn, this list is tough. I will move him up past Pascal, and I'll stay with Easy and say pause and say he could probably be better than Jalen Johnson, probably, but the votes don't say so. But you can't just go for the votes because you gotta go for the eye test. You know what I'm saying? But I don't watch a lot of Hawks games to really debate much of this. But me being a Nets fans, I like MPJ around 9. I'll got him past Pascal. I'll say 9. I don't know if I give him 8 yet, but I'll say 9 for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And
He should.
Demi Advia.
Yeah, and on the hold on, and the All Star roster is 10 players, right?
Is
I
it?
think this year is 10 play. I don't know how they doing it this year because they doing that new shit this year. So I don't know
Oh,
how they
the
doing
four
it.
teams thing. Like, I can't. They really
Yeah,
put you
and
that
then the
death, bro.
international player thing. So like I don't know how they doing
Oh
it this year.
man.
Yo, did you hear about the Joker injury, man? That was crazy when I saw that today. I thought he tore something, man. That was, oh
Oh, you got
damn.
injured? You got injured? Oh
Honestly, I
fuck.
was hoping it was fake news. I ain't want to mention it because I
Yeah.
couldn't confirm it.
He got injured?
He stepped on a player's foot. One of the young players was near his landing space. I think he stepped back a little bit, and the knee just bent or something like that. They're saying hyperextended potentially, but that's what you hope for because that was the first time I've ever seen Joker in pain ever. Without Joker in the NBA, things changed like seismically. So hopefully it's nothing because he's number 2 in the All-Star voting. Like losing Joker, man, would be horrible just for the sport. But yeah, that was scary today. Yeah,
Um
especially when he goes down like that.
Before we leave, since you brought that up, all right. So I'm gonna go here, bro. And this is when we crash the whip, bro. This is where we crash the whip, bro.
Put your seatbelt on, dog.
All right. I hope this man is not hurt. He is on his way to his MVP and potentially another ring right now. Listen, when I tell you this, if he win another ring and he win that MVP, motherfucker is putting him in top 10 forever. Top 10 all time, my nigga. Top 10 all
Bruh.
time.
Well,
Right now,
I'm not even fitting to debate that, bro. They was saying who better, Akeem Olajuwon or Jokic, and I had to think about that shit. Like, damn, yo, it's so hard to go against Jokic because he fits with modern day. He's a point center, and he's like dominating that point center. But when you look around the league, he's like the only one doing it. And when Hakeem was doing what he's doing, he wasn't a point center, but he was moving like a small forward. It was wild. It was like, yo, but that was more scoring than anything. But
Right.
Jokic is doing all of it. So
He's
it's like,
easy. Joker's like a real life video game player, man. The stuff you played ever on a game, this guy just triples it. Like he needs. You never want to see a guy like that get injured. But here's the interesting thing: we face Denver this weekend on our schedule. MPJ versus Jamal Murray, man, revenge game without Joker, which looks likely, but he'll be out
y'all
for a while.
trade
But
me,
yeah,
trade
but
me for Tobias.
his beef was with Joker. So that's what I wanted to see that.
yeah, but
Yeah. Now I wanted to just show y'all this too. We was talking about the All-Star game. The format, the game will feature a new U.S. versus world format with 2 teams of U.S. players and 1 team of international players competing in a round robin tournament. That's tough. Y'all fucking with that?
no.
I like the original format, Breeze. I think they're just trying to get too convoluted, too complicated. I
Tired of this
just
bull fucking shit,
yeah.
yo. I'm tired of this bull fucking shit. Why can't
Well,
it just be simple, yo?
Yeah, come on. It's not supposed to be this complicated. Like Adam Silver, man, he's got a lot of baggage on his shoulders with the investigation, with all this stuff. It's like, dude, you have to simplify things. Make it fun for the NBA fans. This is not fun. This is way more complicated. I just have to read like what 5, 6 paragraphs. It's an all-star game. The best of the best face each other. Boom, bam. Like it's so simple, but they just make it not simple, which is just stupid at this point.
See, my thing is, I'll be honest. This is kind of corny. This part right here says game structure. The tournament will consist of 4 12-minute games with the 2 top teams advancing to the championship. And my thing is, when I watch basketball in the NBA format, bro, I want to see 4 quarters. Like, what the hell is this, man?
Right.
Like, you just like, come on, bro. What y'all? Who put that in the pot? No, that's not even part of the ingredients, man.
They need
Know
to
what
make the
I'm saying?
1v1 tournament, man. And do a pot of money for it. That'd be dope.
Ooh, that could be fun.
Niggas not doing that, yo. I'm telling you, they're not doing that.
That's
Son.
probably the best approach. That would probably be the best thing for them to do, bro.
They not doing that, so I'm telling you, they're not doing
Who wants to go one-on-one against Wemby?
No, they would never do that because it's too much ego, and too much. It's too much to lose. It's too much to lose because they're gonna mess up their brand.
Yeah.
Well, that's true. Nobody want to get that smoke, man. I agree.
Yeah, nobody want to lose their brands, especially their deals.
Right.
Endorsement deals would be.
Yeah, that's true. Because it's like, what if this dude, Shet, I don't know, or just anybody, he got a burger spot, and then you know what I mean. He have a 1v1 versus somebody, and he get his ass whooped, and then whoever beat him open up a burger spot. He gonna take all of the burger business. Know what I mean?
Yeah, because let's say for instance, you got a G League player playing against them, like Shea or something 1-on-1, and they bust Shea ass.
Oh,
it's
what?
gonna
Dude getting a 10-day. He getting a 10-day contract for sure.
It's over. Like, you know what I'm saying? The endorsements, everything. They're gonna be talking about him crazy. It's gonna be all type. It's an ego thing.
Well, to be fair, I'm gonna try to defend the point real quick. But to be fair, who's ever organizing and orchestrating that shit, who in their right mind thought it was a good idea to put Shea against a G Leaguer and thought that would be great TV to watch?
Exactly.
Do not do that bullshit right there.
Yeah,
you need stars. You need big names off rip to pull the people in.
And you got to. Go ahead.
Go
Go
ahead,
ahead.
Joey. Go
No,
ahead, Joey.
I was just gonna say, and you also got to put rules in place as well because there's certain players who's bigger than others, so it got to be some kind of rule set in
Height.
place to
It's like
offset the
boxing
height
and
and the
shit.
size.
Height and weight
Yeah,
type shit.
yeah, like
Now,
yeah, you gotta.
I'm with y'all. I wanted to get back into what y'all was saying. I just wanted to mention that real quick because I heard y'all. I'll be trying to, as y'all conversating and I'm listening, I try to bring up the visuals, but sometimes the topic switch fast and I ain't able to get to it. But the last thing y'all was talking about was that I wanted to chime in too was about the revenge game for our
MPJ.
guy.
Denver.
Now I want him to go off. Like, show me that because I know we was talking about that the three and Aaron Gordon and him the four option. I hope he busts Aaron Gordon ass that game like
Well, he's
that.
injured, so he won't be there either. Like they're down
Oh
4 starters now, so they'll
yeah,
have one starter facing us.
yeah.
He's gonna
I
come
don't
off.
see who could guard him, and I want to see him dunk on Jokic just cause, just dunk on him, man. Because I
It's
know you want to. I know you want to
Peyton
dunk.
Watson back. If Peyton Watson's back, Peyton Watson about to lock up MPJ.
Ooh, okay.
We gonna see.
Yo, I'm glad you mentioned that, right? Because if you listen to Dylan earlier, he talked about trading CT for Peyton Watson.
Mm.
Peyton Watson having a good year this year. I'm not
I
gonna
don't
hold
think
you.
Denver would want Cam though. I don't see that being a feasible deal. They need just
I don't.
more
I disagree with
bodies.
him when he said that, Jamal.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
It's
like
just Dylan hates CT. He hates him with a passion.
right.
Well, let me say this. I don't want to like he could defend himself, but from the way how people acted about CT, that kind of put a bad taste in certain people. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and then at this point, he's here asking for a qualifying offer. Like it's historically known. Like once the player asks for the qualifying offer, they're off the team. So it's like, all right, the bullshit ends, and then we get this asset that we can't utilize off the team. It is what it is. So like, move on. So try to just get the best you could get from
Well,
him.
but see, but that's what I'm saying. It don't have to be that way because my thing is two things happened in these last two games. The first thing that happened was we seen what Cam Thomas looked like when he's closing with the Brooklyn Nets. Impressive. And tonight or last night, we seen them not close. You seen them go down the stretch, and I'm looking at the clock like, yo, any day now, Jordy. You know what I'm saying? Be a good time for you to put Cam Thomas in. Got nothing to do with my parlay, but I just want to see him play. You know what I mean? So my thing is, he doesn't come in, and the scoring drought lasts longer than it's supposed to. Like our defense is going to hold a team like the Warriors only for so long.
Exactly.
You're gonna have to compete with them basket for basket to an extent. And to your whoever said it, to Notorious point earlier, yeah, you need somebody like Cam Thomas if they're gonna have a 11 free throw attempt advantage. Like, damn, they took 11 more free throws and we lost by 13. So what does that tell you? You see what I'm saying? Like, you gotta extra beat them niggas. Know what I mean, not to say it like that, but damn,
That's a fact. You playing against the refs as well.
word. So I don't know, man. I gotta respect that the Nets only giving Cam Thomas 20 minutes a game. I gotta respect that.
I don't
Um,
I don't want to poo poo on anything you're saying, but right now we catching a lot of teams in their bad strut.
you know
It
what?
was it was
You know what rhymes with I don't give a what?
Well, Ease, you
Right.
point out a great thing. We've had a lot of off days. That's benefited us as far as being fresh for a lot of these teams. A lot of these teams are dealing with injuries or aging players, and the Nets have a lot of young bodies, a
No,
lot of young core bodies, and
But
that's what
Ease,
played an advantage there a little
I
bit.
thought we was gonna get the win tonight because Golden
Ease,
State coming off a back to back. They coming
right?
from Toronto and they had to come all the way over here to Brooklyn. So I thought we were gonna catch them off guard,
Yo,
but
yo,
They had a chance to,
yo,
but
hold
they
on,
game planned for us. That
real
was the
quick,
thing. They game planned.
real quick. Ease, I think that's I don't find that as an excuse because, like Kyle Kuzma said, man, we trying to lose, man. And yo, shout out to Kyle Kuzma because he got dunked on tonight by Brandon Miller when he
You
tried to
saw
get to the
that?
bench.
You saw- Oh, he called him something. He called him something.
He tossed him out the way and called him a stupid B, I think, or something like that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yep.
Okay. Damn.
Damn, that's cold as hell.
Hey
I mean,
man, Kyle Kuzma said we trying to lose. So how you losing against us? He said we trying to lose. That's what Kyle said.
I mean, like I said, Joe, I don't want to poo-poo anything we doing. 'Cause I think like we brought some good things to the table, but like that time we played on the Bucks, we caught them on a bad stretch on a Sunday, on an early game Sunday. They body clock not even ready for how we about to play. Like we caught them bad. Like we caught Toronto in the bad. Like we did some good things, but we snuck up on people. I'll say that we snuck up on
Yeah,
people.
yeah,
But
but
no, we gotta play back to backs just like they do. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like we the only team that have situations like this. It'd be we got back to backs. We play on a roll 5 games in a row. Like we've done that shit, bro.
that's a
So
fact.
I just think it's equivalent to all the other teams in the NBA. They ain't doing nothing different. Man up. Know what I'm saying? You gotta play it back to back, man up.
Well, let me say this.
Mm.
Let me say this. We are playing with way more freedom. It's house money this year. Win, lose, or draw, it doesn't matter. If we go into a game and we lose, yeah, it's bad, but there's no sudden repercussions or consequences from it. Meanwhile, with other teams like the Bucks, they lose and you got Giannis and press games go like, yo, we need to do something. If we lose, niggas not gonna be here next year, and God knows where they're gonna be. So like
Same with the
other teams,
But
Cavs.
you know what I think it is
Cavs
Oh
and
too.
yeah,
You
they
think
about to
you
break that up.
Hey Breeze, you know what I think it is too? We catching a lot of teams by surprise because a lot of teams ain't get the memo yet that this ain't the same Brooklyn Nets teams from the beginning of the season. They got
Mhm.
better. And this team
So,
is going to play hard and they're going to compete and they got better and they're catching teams by surprise. They're like, oh shit, I thought this was going to be a walk in the park, but
mhm.
yeah, them niggas beat us. Like,
like
you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
like
Like,
right.
Not to
And hold
mention
on.
NBA. Not to mention NBA Media is talking about us. Hoop Collective, that YouTube show. They had a segment dedicated to us. I'm like, damn, it's been 4 years. I guess now it's better than nothing, right? Like now
Yeah, no,
we're
shout out.
topic.
Yeah,
Now we're
no, and
topic.
again, right. And another thing I wanted to say before we close out is it's impressive. Like Diego had 21 points. He ain't have 21 rebounds or 21 assists. No, he had 21 points because deep down he even know in the modern NBA, if I'm going to stay here in the league, I need to score the ball. Like the
Right.
assists are nice, the rebounds are nice, the other things are nice. But just like Cam Thomas, Yegor knows scoring the ball means something in this league. Regardless of it's just that Yegor looking more like the golden boy for the Brooklyn Nets, and Cam Thomas is looking like, you know what I'm saying?
oh my
Like,
god.
you know what I mean? Like,
The man
yeah,
signed a qualifying offer, bro. The
no,
man signed a qualifying offer. He don't want to be here, bro.
no, I'm saying even when Cam Thomas was a rookie, like, and again, this
We
is
can't do this, bro. We can't
no,
keep on
no,
going
no.
back
Hold
to
on, I'm
that. And
going,
that's it.
bro.
We
I'm
know the
not.
context, bro. We
No,
know the
I'm not,
context.
bro. I'm trying to say something. Let me finish saying it. What I'm saying is Sean Marks learned his lesson. He learned that you can have all the talent in the world. It's still player development, it's still substitutions, it's still things that your head coach need to do, regardless of how successful these talented players are on other teams. When they come here, if they don't have a coach that, you know what I'm
bless you.
saying, that could sort things out, you're gonna lose. And I think that's what he got right this time. You don't got Steve Nash at the helm of things. He got Jordy Fernandez. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? Running things. And I think that's the main difference. With the when you look at even Steve Nash on that podcast with LeBron talking about he couldn't coach the way he wanted. Why Steve Nash?
He
Oh,
wasn't a real
please.
coach.
What,
How
what,
could
what
you
you
coach
mean?
when you're not a coach?
What you mean? What do you mean you can't coach?
Oh,
The
Why
funny.
you
year,
even say that?
listen. The year that Steve Nash looked competent, Ime Udoka was running his defense,
Yeah.
and
Mike
And Mike
Dan
D'Antoni was
Tony.
running
Mike
the
D'Antoni
offense.
running
D'Antoni
the
was running the
offense.
offense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
when they left, he got exposed. Period.
They're like a puppet without the strings, Joey. That's how bad it was.
Damn.
Yep.
So I'm just saying because Jordy, we as Nets fans, we in a good situation having Jordy Fernandez as a head coach. I think he should be the biggest voice, and that's why I'm shy of stars coming to the roster in the first place. And I just again MPJ, he got experience with on the Nuggets with Jordy Fernandez. They go way back for real. Like that's
Uh,
real shit. So again, my point is me saying the whole thing about Nuggets to put emphasis on it is that while MPJ or when you hear MPJ talking about the staff, the Denver Nuggets, they never gave up on me. They never, you know what I'm saying? They knew my history, my draft history, and they still drafted me and all of this stuff like that. One of the people that he talking about without saying his name is Jordy Fernandez. Jordy Fernandez was an assistant coach while MPJ, I think, got drafted there, or he was there sometime around that time when MPJ was, you know what I'm saying, play developing into the player he is now. So yeah, man, Jordy Fernandez is gonna be here for a long time, man. I'm telling you.
well, let me say this real quick. I think that's a little for contradiction.
How?
MPJ got traded to this team. Right now, as of right now, he's about to be an
Oh, my phone.
all-star.
I shouldn't be eating this late.
So I mean, so you had a player come to the team. He bought into what the coach is preaching. He got one of his best years going on, and he's about to be a star. So I mean, it just depends on the right player, the right star. I don't think you need to automatically be gung ho and be like, no, we don't need no new niggas on the team. I'll just say, hey, depending on who the person is, they could buy into what the coach is preaching, and it could be a great thing. Look at Jimmy
Yeah,
Butler when
but
he
they
left
gotta, but
Philly to Miami. You know,
yeah, but they gotta buy in. But again, remember the head coach. You know what I'm saying? That's there. You got Spoelstra there, with Spoelstra he's a championship head coach, and he got the experience, and that's what I'm saying. You don't want to. I don't want to all star with a, or even us champion coming here with such a great resume, trying to be a bigger voice than Jordy Fernandez. I want Jordy Fernandez to be the liaison between the players and the GM, Sean Marks, and I want him to be the biggest voice in the locker room among stars or players in the head coach. Not necessarily to call it a pecking order or a hierarchy, but it got to be some type of chain of command. You know what I'm saying? Like it can't just be, you know what I mean? Nick Claxton, like, yo, I had the best game. Yo, Jordy, sit down. Nah, I got this. Like, no. Jordy Fernandez is the head coach. He is the guy that, you know what I'm saying? It makes it all come. He's the glue. That's basically what I'm trying to say. He is, you need him to be the biggest voice so he could be the glue for the players, And I said all that to end it, that the extension to the extension to Jordy Fernandez while they're playing basketball is MPJ. He is definitely leading that team right now, for sure. But that's it, man. That's all I got. I just want to, you know what I mean, say thank you to everything Brooklyn Nets, John. Shout to
Take
Netorious.
care,
Shout to
guys.
E. Shout to Jamal, the franchise. Shout to everybody that was on the panel in the chat. Dwabby 17, player one. Brooklyn LM was on the panel. Shout to JDJ. Shout to Claude Smith. Big homie, stay solid. Um, you know, Reed Dion. Shout to you, man. First time I'm seeing you here. Who else? Shout to
LBL's on the chat.
yeah, talk to me. Shout out to LBL. Shout out to LBL. I seen him say he seen me debating Nets press earlier. Yeah, y'all know, man. Y'all mentioned Cam Thomas in the trade. I'm pulling up. Shout out to Ghoul. His name is Goof. Shout out to Jellio Smith. Shout out to Gurnia. Uh Shout out to G Wiz 911. Straight Mighty, member of the page. Shout out to Range Rove. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Javon Ship. Um, you know, hope
Yo,
Barry, the Barry. Did I miss any? The ruler.
shout out to the ruler.
for
Word.
fact. Yo, the
Oh,
chat be so funny because everybody got their own different agendas and narratives and shit. That should be hilarious.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
shout out to
yeah.
Goo and Gunria. These niggas don't let up, boy. I see y'all. I don't know why y'all niggas not clicking that link and pulling up on the panel with that same energy. I
I
hear
mean,
ya, bro.
it's some people in the chat that like Yegor, and some people in the chat that don't like Yegor, and some people in the chat that like Wolf, and some people in the chat that don't like Wolf.
Some people
And
like
so
me,
anyway,
some people hate me, but
Yeah,
hey, I
yeah,
still
yeah,
roll the
yeah.
punches.
Yeah, no,
For real.
that's what I was saying about this podcast. I was actually talking to Jay about it, and I was like, yo, you get a lot of everything on this page. Like it's not just one sided. Like you get a lot of likes and dislikes, a lot of opinions, and that's what I like about this podcast. Because it's for the fans, by the fans, and you hear a lot of different perspectives. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's dope. Shout to T3 and D. Shout to Orange Spiegel. Shout to Celebrity Sug. Shout out to you, man. You said how about them Cavs? Oh yeah, they beat the Spurs. Shout out to that. I honestly
I
thought
gotta
the
watch that game back, boy. What the
yeah, I
fuck is
thought the
going
Spurs
on?
was gonna beat them. The Cavs beat the Spurs, man. I can't
man,
even hold.
the cat, I'm still pissed at the Cavs for choking that game on Christmas against the damn Knicks.
Yo, that
But
was
whatever.
horrible. They let
Like,
Kolick, man, just shoot threes in one spot. I'm like, damn, where's the defense?
Mm-hmm.
That was horrible.
Shout to Javon Ship, a moderator on this page. He sent the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. I'm just not trying to miss nobody, man. There's a lot of, yeah. I don't even realize like how much content is in the chat. Like I'll be on the panel sometime, man. I gotta start paying a little more attention to the chat, man. But yeah, man, thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all already know Nets fans is the best fans. The next game we play, who we play, y'all? Who we play this next game?
Houston Rockets, Thursday.
Thursday, yeah. I'm gonna be here for that for sure.
God
Shout
damn, that's how many games we got off in a row. God damn, son.
Oh, we're
Tuesday,
gonna get Cam Thomas and KD up, the master and the
yeah.
student part something.
I'm gonna be watching the Nets on Friday when they play the Wizards, man. I'm going to that
Oh, you
game.
going to the game?
Yeah, and I'm gonna
Oh,
be
we
in
need some content, Joey. We need some content.
and Breezy. I'm gonna be in New York on the 9th to watch the Clippers game. I'm going to the Clippers game in the Barclays on the 9th. I'll be
Oh,
at that game too.
what day is that? What day that fall on?
The 9th, January 9th.
No, not the date, but
Oh,
what day is that?
Friday. They play a
Friday?
Friday game. Yeah,
All right, I'm gonna try to pull up, man. Now that I know you're gonna be there, I'm gonna try to pull
yeah,
up for sure.
yeah, for sure. Let me know.
Yeah, hell yeah. Oh yeah. I'm glad you told me that. Now I can plan for it. I feel like I got some time to plan for it. Shout out to Brooklyn Go Crazy CJ. But again, man, shout out to Notorious, man, going to the games, man. Yo, Nets fans is the best fans. Thank y'all for tuning in. We're gonna be back with more content really soon. Peace, y'all. Have a good night.